What's up, Miami Heat fans? Happy Tuesday evening. Welcome into the Heat Report by Chad Sports. I am your host, Nick Roloff, where we are live once again for a watch party. Miami back at home after 3 losses on the road in Minnesota, in Oklahoma City, and in Indiana. We hopefully will have better basketball being played at home after this 3-game losing streak. Miami hosts Phoenix. They'll host the Thunder later on this week. The Heat need to start playing better basketball. This is put up or shut up time for Miami with the trade deadline looming in about 3 weeks. The Heat have not played good ball. The fans are starting to get angry, myself included, and there are a lot of talks about making changes to their roster, whether it's Bam, whether it's Tyler Herro, Norman Powell, Andrew Wiggins. The conversation has begun about how Miami improves and how they get better going forward. There's a lot of buzz about Ja Morant as of late, which we'll talk about a little bit in our pregame portion of the stream as well. This is a game Miami, I think, must win. 1.5 favorites at home. The Suns have been playing really good basketball this year. The Suns are not an easy opponent. They're 24-15 this season, 10-10 on the road. Miami with this 3-game losing streak, now 20-19. Heat, 8 seed in the East. They need to start winning some basketball games, and we'll see if it hadn't happened tonight. Shout out your city for me down in the comment section. Where are the real ones watching from? Feels good to be back here on stream with all of you guys. Not live since last Tuesday. It's been a full week since I've been live here on the channel, January 6th, because of the delayed game / didn't happen on Thursday against the Bulls. Unable to go live on Saturday or Sunday as well. But we'll be live today. We'll be live on Thursday for the Heat's next game as well. So appreciate everybody hanging out with us, and hope you guys are excited for another edition of a Heat Report watch party. Sulon in Toronto, slaying Cat in Boca Raton, 808 in Fort Lauderdale, Perry in Greenbrier, Tennessee. Shout out to the 53 people in the building here early with us. Make sure you have hit that thumbs up icon if you have not already. I got the TJL on before the game today. I tell you what, I've never watched this before. I'm a golf guy, but I've never watched this before. Oh boy. Just get hit in the water. Do I know how to swim? Yeah, I know how to swim. Tyson says, how long until we go live for every game? February. I think February is the start date. Now, I can't promise I'll be live for every game. I'm going to try my hardest, but February is where we ramp up our coverage. As long as, here's the truth, as long as the NFL playoffs continue, as long as the Dolphins are still searching for their next head coach, that is the priority for me at work. So Saturday and Sunday games, can't really do them, but we're going to be doing every Monday through Friday game in January with the full slate being picked up in February. There is one more caveat as well. We will not be doing next Monday's stream. I forget who we play, but I will be doing a national championship broadcast on our Dolphins channel and our Main Chat Sports channel for Miami, Indiana, college football national championship game. Bosses asked if I'd want to do it. I said, sure, why not? I know there's a lot of Miami Hurricane fans out there, and I doubt that you guys would really be caring about the Heat game on Monday, if I'm going to be honest. I know not everyone's a Hurricane basketball fan, but I do imagine more people would care about the college football national championship game than a random Heat regular season game on Monday, January 19th. So we won't be doing that game next Monday, but we will be doing next week's games on Tuesday and Thursday. So just like we're doing Tuesday and Thursday this week. So we're definitely ramping up our coverage with every game being live streamed, hopefully beginning in February, especially after that trade deadline on February 5th. More coming on Heat Suns and a potential trade Miami could make before the deadline on February 5th. But we're going to tell you about tonight's sponsor, and that is PrizePicks. Today's Heat Stream is brought to you by Prize Picks. It's a new year, which means you might be trying something new, and that might include making player picks for the first time. Well, Prize Picks is the best place to do that. We got playoff matchups every weekend in football, elite hoops every night. The action never stops, and Prize Picks lets you take control. You can get in on the action. It's available in all 50 states. You could also put the same player up to 3 times in your lineup, whether you want to go more than on Norman Powell 3-point attempts, fantasy score, rebounds. Well, you can, all on Prize Picks. My entry for the game between Miami and Phoenix, I'm going less than on Bam Adebayo, 14.5 points. He's been really struggling. And more than on Devin Booker, 25.5 points. Simple 2-player entry for today's game. You can even take my picks with a single click, copy the lineups you like, or use them as inspiration for your own picks with the new social feeds feature. A lot of fun things on Prize Picks, including weekly specials, daily discounts. Get started with Prize Picks today. Download the app and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. Appreciate Prize Picks for sponsoring today's stream. Who you got, folks? Who do you got? MIA for the Heat or PHX for the Suns? Heat looking to end a 3-game losing streak. Phoenix riding a little bit of a winning streak themselves. I believe they've won their last 4 or 5 games. They're 24-16 on the year. 24-15, excuse me. Miami, 3-game losing streak. 20-19 on the year. Miami is a 1.5 favorites. Norman Powell is available for Miami tonight, so Rozier is the only player out. For the Suns, they are fully healthy outside of Jalen Green, but they're playing some good basketball without Jalen Green in the lineup regardless, so both teams relatively full strength in this one. Apachito's ready to rock with Miami. Tyson Bryant with Miami. Sulan. We got CC in the building, Dub Nation. But let's watch some ball till the Warriors play. Hey, we'll take anybody hanging out with us. Appreciate you. Jocelyn says, I hope we bring Norman off the bench. I actually didn't even check the Heat starting lineup. I assume it's going to be Davion, Herro, Powell, Wiggins, and Bam. Let's find out. Yep. My exact belief is right. The Heat continue to run the same starting lineup that is absolutely horrible. Davion Mitchell, Tyler Herro, Norman Powell, Andrew Wiggins, and Bam Adebayo. We'll see if it changes tonight, but that starting lineup has been absolutely atrocious. We'll see if anything changes. One thing that has been very popular on Heat Twitter today is the Ja Morant rumors. We're going to make a full video about it tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. But there are rumors out there started by Rachel Nichols. She reported and said on her podcast that she has heard Ja Morant wants to play for the Miami Heat. We have heard that the Heat are a team interested in Ja Morant by Shams Charania. He labeled Miami and Sacramento. And then we also just got, in the last 30 minutes, from Jake Fisher, there is interest in Ja from Miami, and he does not expect Minnesota or Sacramento to be involved with Ja Morant. So it feels like Miami might be one of the rare teams up there wanting Ja. The Milwaukee Bucks are a team to monitor as well. So let me ask you guys, would you trade for Ja Morant? Type Y for yes or type N for no. There's also reports out there that the market for Trae Young is not very good. Ja Morant, it sounds like it's very similar to Trae Young in terms of not much draft capital being needed to get him. It will be mostly expiring contracts, maybe some second-round picks. Ja Morant, I don't think is going to be traded for a lot here, folks. It seems like it's going to be very similar to Trae Young's trade package, which was Corey Kispert and CJ McCollum. So if you're looking at Miami's end of it here, and it's a similar trade package for Ja as it was for Trae Young, you have to imagine the package for Miami would be a combination of 2 things. It would be Rozier, Simone Fontecchio, 2 expiring contracts that get about to $35 million, alongside either Kasparas Jakucionis a young player who was taken in the first round this past draft, or maybe multiple second-round picks, or maybe one first-round pick swap. Could also be Tyler Herro and Simone Fontecchio, and that's it, period, because that would be much more easier matching salary and more from Miami's end of the spectrum. It's certainly a conversation worth to have. I see most people saying yes in the live chat, which actually surprises me. I've said it before. I am not sold on adding Ja Morant for a lot of different reasons. He's only appeared in 18 games this season, and his efficiency has been horrific. Now, I know a lot of people are going to sit up here and say, well, we've been looking for a point guard, and Ja Morant would help elevate Bam Adebayo in the offense, would help elevate Kel'el Ware in the offense. And I agree with you, having a natural point guard that can facilitate in the pick and roll would absolutely be welcomed. My thing is, his offensive efficiency has declined and fell off of a cliff, really, over the last couple of years. He's not as explosive as he once was. Are you willing to pay someone $40 million who has been struggling offensively and at the rim in the next couple of seasons? I don't know. And a lot of people want to trade Tyler Herro. What are the issues that people have with Tyler Herro? His inability to stay on the basketball court, his inability to produce in the playoffs, and his defensive liabilities. Well, what is the big concerns with Ja Morant? His inability to defend. He can't stay on the floor. And he can't hit shots from beyond the arc. So I don't know. Like, I get it. It would be very enticing and exciting to add Ja Morant. Like, I'm in on it. If you trade Terry Rozier, Simone Fontecchio in a second or 2 second-round picks to get Ja Morant, it's hard to say no to that because it's so cheap. But the same concerns that people have with Tyler Herro are the same concerns I have with Ja Morant. So would anything change? And if you trade for Ja Morant, I am not kidding when I say this, one of Norman Powell or Tyler Herro would have to be traded within a week. Because you can't have all three of those guards, Ja, Tyler, and Norm. So you would have to trade one of Tyler and Norm. Dru Smith or Kasparas Jakucionis would have to be dealt because you now then have 4 point guards on the roster, and we already want to see Kasparas Jakucionis play more now. You add another point guard in Ja Morant, then what happens with his minutes? Which makes me think if they do trade for Ja, it would likely be Rozier, Fontecchio, and Jakucionis. There's just a lot of moving parts. Adding that type of talent for that type of cheap price tag potentially is certainly enticing, but there are a lot of risks that come alongside it. I'm not going to try to act like it's a home run deal for Miami. It's very cheap to acquire him, so I'm in on making the risk if it's that cheap. But man, there's certainly a lot of drawbacks that are concerning. Certainly a lot of drawbacks. Certainly a lot of drawbacks. I will say adding Ja Morant would move Davion Mitchell to the bench, which I would be very happy with because he is someone who is really good for Miami, but he's not a starting point guard in the NBA. He's not a starting point guard. Not a starting point guard. All right, that's our Ja Morant segment of today's live show. We appreciate y'all. We're going to start focusing on the game tonight at hand. That tips off in about 11 minutes. 150 people watching. Let's get that like number up, folks. Come on. Only at 22 likes. Takes 1 second. Hit that thumbs up button. If you want the Heat to win tonight, end the 3-game losing streak at home against the Phoenix Suns, let's get that like number up. Let's get to 60 likes. We need 37 likes to get there. Let's get to 60 likes before tip-off. Come on. Hit that like button. Help us out. Yeah, Heat have not been playing good ball lately, man. Heat have not been playing good ball at all. Hopefully that changes, but I just think it's more of a roster issue. It's more of a talent issue. I mean, Bam's been horrible offensively. That's a killer. He's been killing us. He really has. Andrew Wiggins has been inconsistent. Davion Mitchell has been struggling. Tyler Herro has been not really playing up to the standards he was last year. Maybe it's actually the same type of standards. It's just still contributing to losing, which is unfortunate. But my goodness, Heat need to be better for sure. It all starts with your captain, Bam Adebayo. If he doesn't turn it around offensively, I don't think anything's going to change for Miami. So I've been a Bam defender. I don't think that's any secret. I understand he has been playing really, really poorly. I hope that he turns it around, though. I hope he turns it around. He is certainly to blame for a lot of the Heat's issues. There's no doubt about that. Maybe the biggest person at fault. Certainly possible. Eddie Hung's got the Suns covering today. It's not a bad bet. Not a bad bet, that's for sure. Come on, let's get to 60 likes, though. We're 24 away. 24 away. Let's get to 60 likes before tip-off as we try to get there. Today's Super Chat menu. $5, we spin the wheel. It has goodies on there, whether it is shot, beer bong. Sometimes you guys have to do stuff like follow me on Twitter, like the video. $10, 10 push-ups. And we're switching it up. $20 gets you into the Heat Report Hall of Fame. Gets you on this prestigious Heat board here with all the other legends and Hall of Famers out there. Plus, we do a beer bong. A lot of people asking me, when are we going to start going live more on the channel? When are we going to start broadcasting every game? Well, the truth is, when the schedule clears up in February, but there's a very quick way to do that too. We'll make this more of a priority with more subscribers, more likes, more super chats. So listen, you guys want more coverage of the Heat, more live shows here on the channel? A lot of it's in your hand. We appreciate any donations to help us do that more often. We appreciate it. About 6 to 8 minutes away from getting this game tipped off tonight. Predict the score for me. Who you got and what the score is in your eyes. What is it going to be? What is it going to be? Let me see in the chat here any score predictions for tonight. Over 155 people watching. I see 129, 118 Heat. 108, 95 Heat. $108.95 Heat. Four points for Bam tonight? I certainly hope not. 111, 104 Heat. Oh, I tell you what, it's hard for me to predict a Heat win right now. Just simple as that. That's how bad we've been playing. I kind of feel like the Heat do win, though. Is that crazy for me to say? I'm going to go 110-107 Heat. 110-107. Heat 3-point win. How about it? Is that a crazy thing? Is that crazy? Is that crazy to say? I don't know if it is. I'm going 110-107 Heat. What's up, Michael? Shout out to you. I will still, Michael. We give shout outs for people in the chat. But people who beg for a shout out. Now, not the biggest fan. You got the Jason Tatum beard. I think it's just because I'm edged up and then it fades in. Like fades right here, and then it gets nice and thick here. I don't know. I will say, this is the thickest my beard's ever been. My family's been asking me about it. My coworkers, like, you growing the beard out? You getting it longer? I mean, there's really no intent behind it. I probably plan on trimming it this weekend. But, yeah, longest it's ever been. We're about 5 minutes away from getting tipped off. Let me get the stream on here. Heat return home after a 3-game road trip that featured 3 straight losses against Minnesota, Indiana, and Oklahoma City. All 3 losses by double digits. Got blown out in Minnesota, blown out by the worst team in the East, the Pacers, and then you hung tough with the Thunder for most of that game. It was a close game at the half, but then the Thunder big guns just came out in the third quarter and fourth quarter, and you got blown to smithereens. So, 3 straight losses and all of it in blowout fashion isn't the most ideal thing, if you're asking me. Isn't ideal. Vic says Ware hasn't been playing with the energy lately. I think it's why Miami put him back to the bench. You could say it's a bad thing. You could say it's a good thing. But I truly believe Ware has gone back to the bench because of that. That's what I just think. I don't know. I don't have sources. I don't know what Eric Spoelstra's thinking. I don't even know if it's the right or wrong decision. But I'm just telling you, why isn't this NBA app loading? This is not concerning. Slightly concerning that this NBA app isn't loading. I hate the NBA app so much. I really do. It's horrible. Condensation issues. Yeah, if that happens, I got to be honest. I don't know what I would have done if I was live for that game. I have no clue what I would have done. None. No clue. What is this garbage? The Fire Stick ain't doing shit. All right, hold on. Stick with me here, folks. Because I got to try to figure out what's wrong with this Fire Stick. I think I got to reboot it. Give me a second. This is why it sucks to be on your own. But I got to... Oh, fuck, and now I'm spilling Happy Dad everywhere. What a train wreck of a start of this stream. What a disaster this is. All right, hold on here. Let me try to figure out what's going on with the Fire Stick. We're going to unplug and replug. Unplugged. All right, now we're replugging. We're replugging. Hopefully that does the trick. Hopefully that does the trick. What a disaster for Nick Roloff, folks. What a train wreck. Man. Fire Stick not working. Then I accidentally spilled my Happy Dad everywhere. What a disaster. Absolute train wreck here in Studio N at the Chat Sports headquarters. There's just no other way about it. No other way around it. Disaster. Disaster, disaster, disaster. Just got to face the music, folks. That's my word of advice to you. If you mess up, you make a mess, just face the music. Do it. There's no way around it. Just throw it. All right, we're cleaning things up. And now let's try to see if we can get this puppy working. Round 2. Come on, NBA app. Work for me, baby. Show me something, kid. Come on. You can do it. Yeah, there we go. Way to work. Still taking forever, though. There we go. All right, we're in. We're in. The unplug and replug. It always works. We're the unplug and replug. It always works. Couple minutes away from tip-off. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up icon. Let's get to 60 likes before tip-off. We're 13 away. But if you're ready for the game, spam those me's. Come on, Heat trying to end a 3-game losing streak tonight. Spam those me's. Try to spam those me's. We got Lewis in the building spamming those me's. We got Zizus, Slaying Cat, Hot Dog, Appuccino. Spam those me's if you're ready for the game. We're about to get tipped off in about 2 minutes here. Heat looking to end a 3-game losing streak as the Phoenix Suns come into town. Miami beginning a West Coast trip relatively soon. I actually think they go on a West Coast trip next week, is it? Let me check. I'm kind of all out of sorts. I've been so ingrained in the NFL world with the Dolphins head coaching search. Yeah, it's next week. Next Monday against the Warriors. Then Kings on Tuesday, Blazers on Thursday, Jazz on Saturday, and then Suns on Sunday. We'll be live for the Kings game and Blazers game because we're going to do the national championship game on Monday, so no Warriors Heat stream. Bummer for sure. But shout out Michael, shout out Matthias, all spamming those me's down in the comment section. The goal was to get to 60 likes before tip-off. We're 8 away. We're 8 away. Hit that thumbs up icon. You want the Heat to win today. Don't jinx it. No reason to jinx it, folks. Got over 250 people watching as we're about to get tipped off. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Fly Guy says, verse fit, I dislike, go Suns. If you don't dislike right now, I'm banning. No patience today for this tomfoolery. If you don't unlike it, if you don't unlike it now, unlike it, and like it, you're banned. You can root for the Suns, but I got no tolerance for that. You wish you had Dillon Brooks? Certainly a Heat type of guy. Suns wearing their all-white uniforms, starting Collin Gillespie, Devin Booker, Dillon Brooks, Royce O'Neale, and Mark Williams. Miami wearing their red uniforms tonight, starting Bam Adebayo, Andrew Wiggins, Norman Powell, Davion Mitchell, and Tyler Herro. We're about set to get going in Miami. Heat looking to end a 3-game losing streak. Can they do it? Well, let's find out. Here we go. Mark Williams and Bam, center circle. Tip up. Tip is won by the Phoenix Suns, so they'll have it in the first and fourth quarter. Miami will get it in the second and third quarter. Andrew Wiggins defending Devin Booker after the start here. They get it to Dillon Brooks on the baseline. He's backing down on Norman Powell, loses the handle, and that is going to be a ball that heads out of bounds. Good hands by Powell there, and it will be Suns basketball with 8 on the shot clock. Appreciate it, Fly Guy. Listen, you can root for the Suns all you want, but no disrespect to the stream. Booker, pick and roll. Bam switches on, swings it to Royce O'Neale for 3. No good, and the ball goes out of bounds to Miami. So an excellent defensive possession to start the game for the Heat. Let's hope that is a sign of things to come. This starting lineup has had its struggles this season. Let's see if they play better today. Wiggins on the left side, guarded by Royce O'Neale. Herro getting guarded by Booker. They get it to Bam, who faces up and drives baseline on Mark Williams. Bam now gets 2 feet in the paint. Shimmy, shake, fade away. Goes! Okay. That is a very good, positive start to this game for Miami and specifically Bam Adebayo. Heat up 2-0. Booker, fade away inside, good. And we're tied up at 2. Booker guarding Herro, back to Bam for 3. Good! And the Heat go up 5-2. Adebayo with back-to-back buckets. And he's got the first 5 points for Miami. How about it? Hope that continues today. Booker guarded by Herro. Don't love that matchup from Miami's side of it. Booker gets a screen from Mark Williams. Finds Williams on a slip. Swung to Gillespie. Corner 3. Bottoms up. And we're even at 5. Davion Mitchell and Bam working a pick and roll. Mitchell over to Herro. Herro gets by Booker. Contact, fouled on the floor. Oh, Herro threw it up for fun and banked it home, but it's not going to count, and it will be side out for Miami. Appreciate it, Just Say. We like it. We appreciate that positive comment. Listen, I have a lot of fun broadcasting the games. Bam handed off to Herro. Herro gets a screen from Adebayo. Herro stepping inside for a layup. Absolutely rejected by Mark Williams. Oh, a late whistle. They call a goaltend. Count it for Herro. And he gets on the board tonight. Heat up 7-5. Booker guarded by Powell, attacking Powell, gets stonewalled, loses the handle, picks it up, throws up a tough bank shot, and it goes. Tough bucket there by Devin Booker. Heat running quickly. Herro corner three. Misses it. Wide open look there for Tyler. Got to hit those. Even at 7 early in this one. Booker left wing. Guarded by Bam. Booker isolating. Contested three. Breck. Great defense there by Miami. And Bam. Davion Mitchell with the board. Up and running is the Heat. Herro to the corner. Wiggins. Catch and shoot three. Too strong. And then a rebound tipped out, but Phoenix controls. In transition, Mark Williams misses the layup. Good defense by Wiggins. Heat have numbers the other way. Powell wide open three. Left wing. It rattled in and out, but Wiggins tips it back up and in. And the Heat go back in front by 2. Wiggins made 7 threes on Sunday against the Thunder. Gets on the board there. Booker probing inside. Double teamed. Drops it off to Mark Williams for the bucket. Herro's got to be better defensively. You can't get blown by with that much of ease. Cannot happen. Herro the other way as we're even at 9. Herro drives, takes a bump, goes up. High arcing bank shot, falls, and the Heat go back up by 2. 11-9 lead for Miami. Back and forth we go. Back and forth we go. Booker loses the handle, turns it over. Heat up and running. Wiggins, room service dunk the other way. And the Heat up by 4. Defense to offense for Miami. Royce O'Neale crossing the timeline. Booker on the right wing. He's cooking early. Now over to Brooks. Brooks drives. Pull-up floater. No good. Ball tipped around. Grabbed by Miami. Herro up and running. Herro picked up by Brooks. Drives left. And is fouled on the floor. Will be side out for the Heat as they lead 13-9 with 7 and change to go. Good start for this opening 5-man lineup for the Heat. Herro, Wiggins, Bam, Powell, and Davion have struggled this year, but getting off to a good start in this one. Bam with 5 early points. Gets it over to Herro on the right wing. Herro drives baseline. Dribbles it back out. Guarded by Mark Williams. Swings to the corner for Norman Powell. Open 3. Couldn't get that one to fall, but a good look there for Miami. Mark Williams almost turns it over. Booker saves it to Dillon Brooks before the ball is batted out of bounds, where the Suns will reset. Good start for the Heat's big 2, if you will. Bam and Tyler Herro combining for 9 of the first 13 points. Booker gets inside, draws a foul. Andrew Wiggins commits the harm. 2 free throws coming for Booker. Booker's been aggressive early in this one. 4 points, chance to make it 5 and 6. Booker makes the first there, 13-10. Over 314 people watch him. Hit that thumbs up icon if you haven't already. Both free throws made there by Booker, 13-11. Davion Mitchell being pressed by Gillespie. Gets it over to Bam. Bam attacks Mark Williams. Step back free throw line jumper. It goes! There we go, Bam! Come on, kid! He's got 7 first quarter points. He's 3 of 3 shooting. Booker fouled by Herro. I mean, if Bam can start making his shots offensively, oh my goodness. Would that be monumental for Miami, who has just been really struggling over the last 3 weeks offensively? Bam in his last 14 games, he's been horrible. I mean, as we take our first time out of the game, this is Bam in his last 14 games coming into tonight, shooting 40% from the field and averaging just 12.5 points a game and 10.5 rebounds. I mean, the rebounding and defense has still been good, but Bam has just been horrible in holding Miami back in the last 3 weeks of Heat basketball. But so far tonight, no issue for the Heat captain, leading the team in scoring with 7 points on 3 of 3 shooting, including a 3-ball. Heat absolutely need him to continue this offensive output for them to get out of this hole they've been in. And if the Heat want to start winning games consistently, they need this type of offense from Bam Adebayo. Good to see it today. Good to see it early. Hopefully, this last 14-game stretch for Bam, we can just throw it away and move forward with high-level basketball. That's the goal. That is the goal. But if you have not already, hit that thumbs up icon. Over 358 people watching. Bosses want us to continue to get those like numbers up. Let's get to 100. I think we're capable of doing it. We're at 70. We're 30 away. We should absolutely be able to be at 100 likes with over 350 people watching. Come on. Hit that thumbs up icon if you want the Heat to win tonight. Heat up 4. 6:52 to go in this opening 12. $76 likes. Now 77. 23 away from 100. Let's get there. Looks like Miami will make their first substitution of the game out of this timeout. Looks like Jaime Jaquez Jr. will check in. All right, we'll have some substitutions for Miami here out of the timeout. Jaime Jaquez Jr. into the game. Davion Mitchell takes a seat. Booker double team, swings it around of Dillon Brooks for a corner 3. No good. Rebound by Wiggins. Good defense out of the timeout. Herro brings it up, crosses over, gets inside to the corner for Jaquez. Jaquez pump fakes a 3, drives out to Bam. Bam to the corner. Ball movement crispy. Herro for 3. Pays it off. And Herro now has 7 points tonight. Bam and Herro both with 7. Heat lead by 7. 777. Signs of good luck for Miami tonight. Booker over Herro. Too strong. Rebound Powell. Miami looking to push halfway through this first quarter. Powell pull up 3. No good. And Phoenix secures the rebound. Brooks drives on Jaquez, leans in and banks it home. Physical drive there by Brooks, who has been having a tremendous year for Phoenix this season. Came over in that Kevin Durant trade alongside Jalen Green. Herro pick and roll with Bam, guarded by Gillespie. Cut off and resets it around the perimeter. Bam in the corner. Quick release 3. Adebayo with another triple. He's 4 of 4 from beyond the arc. And he's got double figures tonight. Mark Williams floater the other way. No good. Bam with the board. Heat playing with confidence. Adebayo pushing. Pulls up at the elbow. Up and under move. Can't hit the floater. And that's Bam's first missed shot of the night. Here comes the Suns. Brooks picked up by Herro. Brooks fading away. Banks it home as Brooks now with 6 points for Phoenix. Adebayo the other way. Isolates on Mark Williams. Double teamed and turned it over. Tried to behind the back past him Jaquez and it was taken away by Mark Williams. Brooks feeling it for Phoenix. Step back 3 over Wiggins. Too short. Ball comes right back to him for a corner three. Missing again. And Bam secures the rebound. Up ahead to Powell. Heat in transition. Powell to the rim. Hits the lefty layup. And the Heat back up by 8. Norman Powell on the board tonight for the first time. He's 1 for 4 from the field. And a timeout called, or a foul. Looks like a foul whistled instead. I think we got another substitution coming in for Miami. Bam and Herro take a seat. Kel'el Ware and Pelle Larsson into the game for Miami. Devin Booker, still guarded by Andrew Wiggins, gets inside. Blocked by Jaquez! What a play defensively by Triple J. Wiggins now. Oh, pretty hesitation move. Kicks to the corner. Jaime's three. Oh, no good. What a clip that would have been for Miami. Instead, the lead stays at 8. Booker attacks on the other end and is fouled on the floor. Norman Powell called for the reach-in. Oh, that was Wiggins on the block, excuse me. Looked like Jaquez from the weak side, but Wiggins got him from behind. Wiggins, those long arms coming into play there. Wiggins now will take a seat on the bench as I think Nikola Jovic checks in for Miami. Yes, that is the case. Ball tipped out on the inbound. We'll stay with Phoenix. Top 4 players off the bench. Jaquez, Larsson, Ware, and Jovic on the floor surrounding Norman Powell here for Miami. Dillon Brooks driving, Euro stepping inside, throws it away. Great hands by Kel'el Ware, forcing the tip ball and steal. Powell in transition for 3, comes up short. Ware offensive rebound, kicks out for Jaquez. Jaquez to the rim, lays it up and in. And the Heat lead by double digits. Timeout Phoenix. Miami with a 10-point lead. Energetic offensive performance for Miami here early, but also strong defense for the Heat. Looking to end this 3-game losing streak, and they're getting off to a hot start tonight. We'll be back here in a moment, but let's tell you about today's sponsor on the live show, and that is Prize Picks. Today's Heat Stream is brought to you by Prize Picks. It's a new year, which means you might be trying something new, and that might include making player picks for the first time. Well, Prize Picks is the best place to do that. We got playoff matchups every weekend in football, elite hoops every night. The action never stops, and Prize Picks lets you take control. You can get in on the action. It's available in all 50 states. You could also put the same player up to 3 times in your lineup, whether you want to go more than a Norman Powell 3-point attempts, fantasy score, rebounds, but you can, all on Prize Picks. My entry for the game between Miami and Phoenix, I'm going less than on Bam Adebayo, 14.5 points. He's been really struggling. And more than on Devin Booker, 25.5 points. Simple 2-player entry for today's game. You can even take my picks with a single click, copy the lineups you like, or use them as inspiration for your own picks with the new social feeds future. A lot of fun things on Prize Picks, including weekly specials, daily discounts. Get started with Prize Picks today. Download the app and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Appreciate Prize Picks for sponsoring today's show. Suns need a timeout, folks. Spam those fireball emojis. Spam those fireball emojis, man. Good start for Miami. Let's hope they can continue it here and close the quarter strong as they lead the Suns by 10. 1 like away from triple digits, 99 likes. Let's get to 100 right now. Hit that thumbs up icon. Still 5s on the lineup for the Heat. Ware, Powell, Jaquez, Larsson, and Jovic. Pelle Larsson will be tasked with defending Devin Booker here in the first quarter. Osa Ighodaro in the game. He hands it off to Booker. Booker inside, gets Larsson in the air, and is fouled. It will be 2 free throws for Devin Booker, who is the leading scorer for Phoenix so far in this game. 6 points. Chance to add to it here. Booker makes that 3 of 3 at the line for Devin Booker so far today. Man, he is so talented, isn't he? Takes us back to those pre-draft rumors back in the day. Was it draft? Is it at this point? I actually forget. It was 2015, right? When Booker got taken after Justice Winslow. That was it. That was the draft, 2015. Can't believe Devin Booker's been in the league that long, man. Old fella. Nikola Jovic turns it over. Phoenix in transition. And they'll slow it down. Good transition defense there by Miami. Gillespie swings it to Booker. Back to Gillespie. He lines up a right wing 3. Excuse me, that's Grayson Allen who knocks down the 3. We know he can terrorize Miami. He's done it in the past. Jovic guarded by Grayson Allen. Gets it to Norman Powell. Powell drives inside, straight to the rim. Drop off for Ware, who puts it home. Great drive and feed by Norman Powell, setting up Kel'el Ware for the easy dunk. Osa Ighodaro inside. Little stop and right hook for a shot. No good. Rebound by Devin Booker. Booker fading away on Larsson. Too strong. Another offensive rebound by Phoenix. Grayson Allen lines up another 3. That one goes. Back-to-back 3s by Grayson Allen. Miami needs to rebound better here with this second unit. 2 straight 3s by Grayson Allen. He's got both 3-pointers for the Suns tonight. Jovic driving, kicking. It's Larsson now. Back to Jovic. Swung to Jaquez. Open corner 3. No good. And then Jovic couldn't secure the rebound. He tapped it. I think he could have grabbed it, though. Phoenix in transition. No good. Corner 3. No. And this time Jovic taps the rebound to Jaquez. Heat out and running. Powell inside to Larsson. Couldn't convert the alley-oop, but Jaquez is there for the put-back layup. Booker now working on Jaquez. Pull-up elbow jumper. Too strong. And Jovic secures the rebound. Minute 15 to play here in the opening quarter. Heat leading by 6. Jaquez posting up Devin Booker. Driving baseline now. Kicks to the corner. Kel'el Ware resets. 3-pointer. Kaboom! Kel'el Ware with a triple. He's got 5 points in this first quarter. Heat lead back up to 9 with under a minute to go. Larsson defending Booker now at the top. Booker over to Grayson Allen. Allen already has 2 threes in the quarter. Can't make the third. Rebound by Miami. Good job by Jaquez, tipping it to Powell. Powell now attacking inside to the rim. Lays it up and in. Got by Ryan Dunn. And the Heat's lead is 11, largest of the game. Allen looks for the quick 2-for-1 opportunity and hits a tough turn-away jumper. Grayson Allen with 8 points here off the bench in the opening 12. Jaquez driving on Dunn. Spins, gets 2 feet in the paint. Up and under move. Oh, little lingerie on the dunk. Ryan Dunn didn't know where Jaquez was. Lead back up to 11. Shot clock turned off for Phoenix. Can the Heat get a stop and go into the second quarter up by double digits? Grayson Allen, top of the key. Over to Booker. Booker 4. Back to Allen. Right wing three at the buzzer. It goes. My goodness. Grayson Allen with 11 points off the bench. And the Heat's lead at the end of the first quarter will just be 8 points. Man, if it wasn't for Grayson Allen going nuclear, coming off the bench there in the final 2 minutes, Heat's lead would be probably at like 15. Over 400 people watching. If you have not already, hit that sub button. On the road to 27K subscribers. We're going to start ramping up our live coverage of the Heat as we get closer to the trade deadline. And I get more time in my schedule in February. But we'll have videos out every day in between regardless. So hit that sub button if you want daily Heat content. We also have yet to get a super chat tonight. If you guys want me to go live and continue to go live, super chats are a great way to ensure that we can continue to go lives as the bosses continue to look at how our numbers fare and if the live shows are worth it here. Listen, I don't want to make it seem like that, but definitely more super chats here at the channel. Tell our bosses that we need to go live more, and I'm allowed to do more games on the schedule. Super chat menu here. $5 we spin the wheel. $10 we do 10 push-ups. $20 gets you in the Heat Report Hall of Fame, and we do a beer bong to celebrate. No shot, we're chugging a beer. Grayson Allen has killed us before. Hopefully he doesn't kill us again. Heat play the Celtics on Thursday. Next Heat game will be live for that game. And then they play the Thunder on Saturday to round out this 3-game home trip on this week. Won't be live on Saturday. Will be live on Thursday. What's up, Monty? About to get back into action here in quarter number 2. Heat playing early and well. Playing well, limiting the turnovers, winning the rebounding battle, shooting the ball well. Like to see it. Hopefully it continues. Oh, got a super chat. We'll get that on screen here in a second. But Davion Mitchell checks in for Norman Powell as the second quarter begins. And it starts with a Jovic turnover. That's Jovic's second of the game. Not a good start for Nico tonight. Grayson Allen, who is off to a steaming start, ducks inside and gets the right hook shot to go. 13 points for Grayson Allen off the bench. Jaquez the other way. Answers with a big shot of his own. Jaquez with 6 off the bench. Grayson Allen guarded by Jovic. Left wing 3. No good that time. Larsson with a rebound. Saves it to Davion Mitchell. Mitchell sprinting up the court. Mitchell now slows it down. But Ware's got a mismatch inside. They get it to Ware, and Ware misses the left hook. But he keeps the ball alive. Heat second chance. Jovic fouled, and he'll go to the line. Kel'el Ware missing a point-blank shot inside with Collin Gillespie guarding him. There had to be a full foot difference in height between those two guys. Hopefully, Ware doesn't miss those going forward. But kept the ball alive, and Jovic heads to the line. Where he misses the free throw. Bad start for Nikola Jovic, man. Bad start. 2 turnovers, missing a free throw, being beat defensively. Real rough start for him tonight. Jovic makes the second there, and the Heat up by 9. Tyler Herro checks in. Oh, no, I'll check in next time out. Grayson Allen, right wing 3, no good. Good box out there by Nikola Jovic. Davion Mitchell brings it up the floor, crosses over, drives on Gillespie, finds a cutting Jaquez for a slam. Grayson Allen caught sleeping, and Jaquez makes him pay. Jaquez with 10 off the bench. Royce O'Neale gets it over to Osa Ighodaro, back to O'Neale inside for the reverse layup. Or is that Goodwin? I think that's Jordan Goodwin. Jovic fouled the other way, and now we'll get substitutions in. Tyler Herro in for Miami. Grayson Allen heads to the bench, thank goodness. Jovic takes a seat for the Heat. Davion Mitchell gets a screen from Kel'el Ware. Pulls up at the elbow for a mid-range jumper and buries it. Just gave him that shot, playing drop coverage, and Davion says, thank you very much. Gillespie throws it inside to Ighodaro. Gets it back. Gillespie, corner 3. Too strong. Rebound by Miami. Here comes Pelle Larsson. Herro up in transition. Swooping inside. Fouled. And they're going to give Tyler Herro 2 free throws. Couple super chats to get on screen. Next time out, we will get to spin the wheel 2 times. Rant Guy Topic says, I'm a Heat and Pats fan. Also, would you rather have Ja or Tyler? Well, congrats to your Patriots. Hopefully the Heat play better. Ja or Tyler? Oh, jeez. I got to be honest, like, both are very similar in their concerns as Herro makes the first free throw, right? Like, what are the concerns with Herro? Doesn't play well in the playoffs. Is a horrible defender. And is unable to stay on the court healthy consistently. What are the concerns with Ja Morant? Issues off the court. Injured a lot. Hasn't played well in the playoffs. Doesn't defend. It's just one is a shooting guard. And one's a athletic point guard who can't really shoot the ball well. I'll tell you what, I think both are very similar. Gillespie's 3, no good. The only difference is that Herro only has 1 year left on his contract next year. Ja Morant's got 2 years. He's under contract in 2026 and 2027, guaranteed, as Herro's only in 2026. Davion Mitchell bullies his way inside for a bank shot, and the Heat's lead is 14. And then an illegal screen. Osa Ighodaro called for the illegal. And Miami gets it the other way on the turnover. Shout out Mr. Gio with the super chat. Let's go Heat. Sent you a message for the giveaway ball in December. Don't you know? Remember? Yeah, listen, it's been a little bit of a chaotic time here with the holidays and the NFL playoffs getting underway. We're getting that shipped out. Don't you worry, Mr. Gio. 2 wheel spins coming up at the next time out. Tyler Herro brings it up the floor. Wiggins checks back in for Miami. Herro driving inside, absorbs a lot of contact, but finishes through it. Puts it home. The Heat's lead up to 16. Largest in the game. The Suns need another timeout. Spam those fireball emojis. Spam those fireball emojis. Heat up 16. Piling it on Phoenix so far. Hopefully they continue. Team Revis spamming those fireball emojis. Matthias, hot dog. Mac, Kane, Robin, Louie. Spam those fireball emojis. The Suns need a time out. Mr. Gio with the fireball emojis. Only going to address him once, and now I won't talk to him ever again. Allie, how's Bam doing? Really good. 10 first quarter points. You should be happy. The Heat are winning by 16. But you won't be, you miserable fucking prick. God, I just can't stand these people. Listen, you can think whatever you want about Bam and how bad he's been playing, but the Heat are up by 16, and people still want to try to tear down some of these Heat players. Don't see anybody else tearing down guys on Miami when we're winning by 16. Apachito, Mr. Mullets, Montana Reactions. Shout out to all of you guys spamming your fireball emojis. Time to get a wheel spin in for the two $5 super chats we got. Let's see what we're going to get here. This one is for my guy Rant. All right, we got a follow on X. You know what we're going to do? Every time that we get one, we're going to remove it from the wheel. So we'll talk about my Twitter here in a second, but we're going to remove that from the wheel and spin. And now we got, that's a tough draw on the wheel, folks. But we're going to remove that from the wheel. Tough draw on the wheel. The wheel is very ideal sometimes, and sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's not. Heat off to a real good start tonight. Hopefully they continue it. Can't let up. Got to keep your foot on the gas pedal. No lead is safe in the NBA these days. So hopefully Miami continues to build their lead. Do I think Royce O'Neale will get 10 tonight or not? He's got 0. It's capable, but I lean no. Lean no. All right, back in action here. Osa de Iguodaro brings it up. Hands it off to Gillespie. Royce O'Neale is going to tee up a right wing three. Comes up short. Good rebound by Davion Mitchell. He'll bring it up the floor for Miami. Over to Ware. Ware resets it over to Mitchell. Now Larsson in the corner. Larsson drives inside. Out to Wiggins. His three-pointer. No good. Rebound tipped out of bounds by Kel'el Ware, and it will go back to Phoenix. Heat up by 16 right now. I would say if the Heat can keep their lead by double digits or higher, that'd be ideal. Double digits or higher going into the halftime. I'll be very happy with that. We know Devin Booker is going to be coming in anytime soon. Dillon Brooks just back in for the Suns. Gillespie driving, hanging, and can't finish. Was fouled. So 2 free throws coming for the former Villanova guard, who's actually had a real tremendous season for the Suns, averaging 13 points per game. Makes the first free throw there, and Bam Adebayo will check back in. Kel'el Ware will take a seat. Good minutes for Ware tonight off the bench so far. 5 points, a couple boards. Good energy defensively as well for Kel'el. Both free throws good there for Gillespie. Davion Mitchell hurries up the court. Sings it over to Pelle Larsson. Now Wiggins. Wiggins driving on Royce O'Neale. Pulls up for a 15-foot midi and can't get it to go. Don't love that shot. Wiggins takes that a lot, and I don't like it. Dillon Brooks driving. Cut off by Pelle Larsson. Great defense. And then Herro steals the pass. Oh, what a great defensive possession there by Miami. And what do they got? What happened? They called a foul? Where? What did they call a foul on? I don't know who the foul's on, but it will be Heat ball. Was it on Dillon Brooks? I didn't see any contact, but I guess there was. All right, Heat ball. Jaquez in. Larsson sits down. Bam, isolating on the elbow, drives on Mark Williams. Shimmy shake, up and under move. Left hook shot, banks it home. Bam with a nice bucket in an isolation setting. He's now got 12 points. Leading scorer for Miami tonight. 5 of 6 from the field. Very nice to see after his 14-game cold streak. Hopefully this snaps him out of it. Devin Booker driving, bumped, fouled on the floor by Jaquez. Will be side out. Would have liked Bam to take that initial fadeaway inside, but patiently got the up and under to go. $16-point lead for Miami, largest of the night. Grayson Allen, leading scorer for the Suns, almost throws it away. Booker saves it, now attacks. Swung around the perimeter. Dillon Brooks, corner three. Couldn't get it to go. Offensive rebound, Mark Williams is able to put it in over Adebayo. Herro fouled on the floor. That's the 5th foul, though, on Phoenix. So with 6.5 minutes to go here in the first half, the Heat will be shooting free throws the rest of this half. And that is a welcome sight for Miami, as any easy points at the line will be beneficial as they try to keep this lead. Tyler Herro puts it up and in on the first free throw. Another super chat. We'll get that on screen here in a second. Seeing a lot of good basketball tonight from the Heat's Big Two. Big Two is a sarcastic statement by myself. Herro puts it in. He's got 12 with Bam Adebayo. Both of them have 12 points, and they're shooting 9 of 11. Devin Booker inside, misses the running bank shot. Rebound Jaquez. He throws it up ahead as it's knocked out of bounds by Dillon Brooks. We'll stay with Miami. Shout out to the rant guy topic. Spin time. Also, if you could take any player all time to start your Heat with, would you pick any era to build around? Let me know in the chat, the rant guy. Are you talking Heat player of all time? Or are you talking any player period of all time? Wiggins misses a shot inside. Bam, offensive rebound. He's fouled. Adebayo heading to the line, looking to extend this Heat lead to the largest number of the night. Wiggins, point-blank layup inside, just flat out missed it. Can't happen. Let me know, Rank Guy. Are you talking any player anytime or any player to ever play for the Miami Heat as Adebayo makes the first free throw? Dude, Arking, I'm going to ban you if you're just begging and spamming please in the chat for a shout-out. We don't do that around here. Listen, you asked for one earlier, I gave you a shout-out, but if you're going to ask for a shout-out every 10 minutes and then spam begging in the chat, we're going to ban you. Any player all time? Well, it's hard for me not to say Michael Jordan, right? Greatest player of all time, in my opinion. I mean, I'd love to see him in the NBA nowadays, right? But it would also be fun to build around like a prime Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Dillon Brooks knocks down a 3 to cut the lead down to 15. Wiggins, pick and roll with Bam, steps back for 3. Wiggins no good. Mark Williams with a good rebound to clear the board. Dillon Brooks the other way, just hit a triple, working on Adebayo inside, fades away in the mid-range. Tough bucket there by Dillon Brooks. 5 straight points for him. Heat lead down to 13. Jaquez driving on Brooks. Spinning, bank shot, no good. Offensive rebound, Andrew Wiggins. But he loses the handle, and Phoenix now the other way. Brooks feeling it. Drives inside, fouled. And he'll go to the line. Andrew Wiggins commits the foul. Real selfish play on the other end by Jaquez. I've been noticing that a lot lately from Jaime. I like his aggressiveness offensively, and it's been really welcome this year off the bench. There's a lot of different times where he just gets way selfish. Like, he could have kicked it to Bam, top of the key, wide open, Instead, he just looked them off and then just took a contested, like, physical, high contact bank shot. Like, sometimes Jaquez is a little too selfish. And maybe that's a clear directive by the coaching staff, but it's something I've noticed a lot more of lately. Brooks makes the free throw there, and he's got the last 6 points for Phoenix as they cut the lead down to 12. Jaquez will come out, Norman Powell in, so the Heat starting lineup now on the floor with 5 to go here in the half. Brooks misses the second free throw, and Bam clears the board. 12-point lead for the Heat. Bam brings it up and resets it to Davion Mitchell. Now Mitchell and Bam working a pick and roll. Mitchell probing, swinging. Powell, open left wing three. Splashes it home. Norman Powell with his first stray ball of the night. And now he's got 7 points. 1 of 5 from beyond the arc today for Powell. Rough shooting first half, but good to see one go in the net there. Brooks inside and 1. That was a tough shot. Oh, that's not a foul. I don't know how that ball even goes in. That ball, like, hit the back of the rim, and instead of going up or to the side, it just stuck there, rolled, and in. I mean, that's not a foul. I mean, Brooks just out of control going to the ground there. I don't know where the contact was. But Dillon Brooks has the last 9 points for the Suns after making that free throw. Davion Mitchell, pretty crossover, pocket pass to Bam, swings to Powell for 3. Good! Back-to-back threes, Norman Powell. That's how you run an offense. Pick and roll, pocket pass. They double Bam, swung to the corner. Hello. But poor defense the other way. Booker right to the rim, and Davion Mitchell fouls him and 1. Back-to-back and 1s there for the Suns. The Heat playing with a good intensity offensively tonight. That's not a foul either. Where the fuck is the foul? Back-to-back plays where the Suns got benefited with an and 1 call. I mean, the shots went in regardless, but they shouldn't be getting these free throws. The Suns just got gifted 2 points on the last possession with those 2 free throws. Not fouls whatsoever. Heat up by 12 with 4 minutes to go. Pretty crossover. Davion Mitchell. Elbow pull-up jumper. No good. Bam, offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Herro. Herro driving inside. To the corner for Davion. Swung. Powell has it. He gets inside. To the corner for Bam. Bam to Wiggins. 3 on the shot clock. Herro inside. Pull-up elbow jumper. Good! The ball movement. The intensity. Exactly what you want to see. Herro with 14 in the first half. Brooks feeling it for the Suns. Pull-up free throw line jumper. Dillon Brooks can't be stopped right now. 15 first half points for him. Mitchell looking to answer with a 3. He does! Heat getting anything they want offensively. 65-50 Miami. Dillon Brooks hunting his own shot. Steps back for a top of the key triple. Air ball, air ball, air ball. Must be a wind gust in the building. Love Miami's offense tonight. They're playing with intention. They're playing detailed. They're attacking closeouts, kicking it to the open man. And obviously they're making their shots tonight, but it's because of what they've been doing. Mitchell, corner 3. That one doesn't go. Herro almost got to that offensive rebound, but it's picked up by Booker. Booker the other way. Swings it over to Brooks, and Brooks will call for a screen. Dumps it inside to Ryan Dunn. Bam knocks it away. Ball loose. Bam picks it up. Steal for Miami. Bam in transition to the rim. Gets hit, and it will go out of bounds and stay with Miami. And we'll have a timeout on the floor. Second timeout of the half. Miami leading by 15 with 2.5 to go here in the first half. We'll be right back after telling you about today's sponsor. Today's Heat Stream is brought to you by Prize Picks. It's a new year, which means you might be trying something new, and that might include making player picks for the first time. Well, Prize Picks is the best place to do that. We got playoff matchups every weekend in football, elite hoops every night. The action never stops, and Prize Picks lets you take control. You can get in on the action. It's available in all 50 states. You could also put the same player up to 3 times in your lineup, whether you want to go more than a Norman Powell 3-point attempts, fantasy score, rebounds. But you can all on Prize Picks. My entry for the game between Miami and Phoenix, I'm going less than on Bam Adebayo, 14.5 points. He's been really struggling. And more than on Devin Booker, 25.5 points. Simple 2-player entry for today's game. You can even take my picks with a single click, copy the lineups you like, or use them as inspiration for your own picks with the new social feeds future. A lot of fun things on Prize Picks, including weekly specials, daily discounts. Get started with Prize Picks today. Download the app and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. Appreciate Prize Picks for sponsoring today's stream. I am cooked because Bam would have to not score the rest of the game for my Prize Picks to hit. Of course, the one time I go on his less, he starts cooking. But hey, I won't complain. I would rather be wrong on that and he plays well and Miami wins than make money, he plays bad and the Heat lose. Wheel spin for my guy Ant. Shout out to you. Hopefully we get something good here. Hell yeah. Our Super Chat menu is 50% off for 3 minutes. You know what? I'll make it so the Super Chat menu is 50% off for the rest of the first half. If you're wondering what our Super Chat menu is, so from now until halftime, any Super Chat, we spin the wheel. $5 is 10 push-ups, and $10 gets you into the Heat Report Hall of Fame. We'll leave the beer bong at 20. I'm not chugging a full beer for $10, but I will do it for 20. But you get into the Heat Report Hall of Fame for $10 from now until the end of the first half. Y'all know what y'all got to do. From now until the end of the first half, 50% off. Back in action here. Bam double teamed in the paint. Swings it out to Tyler Herro. Herro working on Jordan Goodwin. Gets a screen from Bam. Herro inside. Floater. Left it short. Rebound. Picked up by Miami. Herro put back. No. Bam's third attempt. Yes. And the Heat lead is 17. Adebayo was 16 points in the first half. Devin Booker looking for the response. Driving inside. Stripped by Davion Mitchell. Ball loose. Oh, Mitchell saves it right to Mark Williams for the slam. You know what they say, folks. Never save the ball underneath your own basket. That's why. Norman Powell picking up his offensive performance in the first half here. Works inside. That's goaltending. Yep. Norman Powell to the rim for the bucket. Heat 69. Suns 52. Minute and a half to play here. So a minute and a half until the Super Chat menu goes back to normally priced. Booker fouled by Davion Mitchell. My goodness. I don't know if that was an actual foul, but there has been a lot of favorable calls for Phoenix tonight. Unless they're saying they didn't give him a place to lay in, there is no foul there. But with that being Davion Mitchell's third foul, he will sit for the remainder of the first half. Interesting note tonight, by the way. No Dru Smith. Oh, they're going to look at this for a potential reckless closeout. While they do that, shout out to Mr. Gio getting into the Heat Report Hall of Fame. He has been there before. He's been a massive supporter of the channel. Appreciate you, Mr. Gio. Major Anthony Nelson says, Nick, if you shave your head on a live stream, I'll send you 50. Do you see how crazy you are? For $50, that's what I would do? Come on now. For me to shave my head bald on a live stream, y'all got to send me like $500 or $1,000. $50, you think I would do something like that for that little? Come on now. Rant Guy Topics with a 2. That's another wheel spin. Shout out to you, my guy, the Rant Guy. No, I'm telling you, like to go bald, bruh, that's got to be like 1,000, 500 or 1,000. That's a. All right, after the review, it will be a common foul. We'll do the wheel spin at halftime. I think it's 1,000. I'm not going bald. $1,000 my way, I'll go bald. Booker at the line for 2. Booker makes the first free throw. Let's close this half strong. Minute and a half to go. Up 14 or 15, assuming Booker makes this. I'd like to keep the lead at 15 or better to end the half. Wiggins and Davion go to the bench, and Jaquez and Larsson check in to close out this first half. Herro has it. Guarded by Gillespie. Jaquez sets him a screen. Now Bam sets him a screen as Booker's the defender. Herro walks into a 3 and cannot connect. Would have been nice to see that one fall. Good look for Herro. Booker guarded by Pelle Larsson. Now gets switched on to Herro. Herro forces the kick out. Brooks corner 3. No good. Herro with the board. Herro up ahead to Powell. Powell brings it up. Bam sets Powell a screen. A lot of contact. Foul. Is that going to be in the act of shooting or is it going to be on the floor? Difference of 1 free throw. It's either 3 free throws for Powell or 2, but it's free throws nonetheless. I don't know which one it is, but it looks like Miami will be at the line regardless. Minute to go in this first half, which means we got a minute to go until half off our Super Chat menu is over. Powell makes the first free throw there. Let's see if it's 2 or 3. I still don't even know if it's 2 or 3. Looks like they just signaled 2, so it was in the act of shooting. Powell's got 2 more free throws. Makes that. So Powell 2 of 2 at the line. Chance to make it 3 of 3. Dru Smith checking in. That is Dru Smith's first appearance in this game, as the Heat have only played 9 tonight. Jaime Jaquez takes a seat on the bench for the final 54 seconds. Norman Powell misses the third, so he goes 2 of 3 at the line. Heat's lead is 17. Dillon Brooks, guarded by Norman Powell. Gets a screen from Mark Williams. Brooks probing, fading away on the baseline. Tough shot, no good. Dru Smith with the rebound. Dru Smith over to Powell. Up ahead to Herro. Heat won't go 2 for 1. They'll take 1 good shot here. Herro gets a screen from Dru Smith. Now gets a screen from Adebayo. 5 on the shot clock. Herro, rook and right. Herro driving, up and under, traveled with it. That was terrible, Tyler. That was terrible. Just dribbled for 20 seconds and then turned it over. Heat's up 17. I said if the Heat could lead by double digits at halftime, that would be nice. And then I said with a minute and a half to go, can the Heat keep the lead at 15 going into the half? If they don't give up a 3, they'll be up 15 or better at the break. Ten seconds to go. Grayson Allen, strong first half, has it. 4 seconds. 3. Allen drives, loses the handle out of bounds, will stay with Phoenix. 0.7 seconds remain. So you only have time for a quick pass and quick shot if you're Phoenix. Mark Williams checks in. You might see them try to run a lob play. Kel'el Ware into the game to try to defend for a potential lob at the rim. Royce O'Neale throws it to Brooks. Brooks 3 at the buzzer. No good. Air ball. That will do it for the first half in Miami. One of the better first half Miami has played in a while. They lead by 17 over Phoenix. The Suns coming into this game, winners of 4 straight, 24-15 on the year, but Miami taking it to them early, leading 71-54. Grade the Heat's first half performance. We got a couple wheel spins to do here in a second. We'll get those super chats on screen. But grade the first half for me. A, B, C, D, or F. I see B plus, A plus, A minus, A, B plus, A plus, B plus, A. I go A minus. I mean, he played really well defensively. They played extremely intense. They played with intention. They played with detail. And that's exactly what you like to see. That's exactly what you like to see. Exactly what you see. What's up? What's up? I see B plus. It's a lot of positivity so far. Hopefully, we'll keep it going in the second half. Couple super chats to get here. Jesus, tell the bosses we can never lose, Heat Report. Listen, I hope we continue to get it rolling, baby. I said it earlier, and I'm not fugazing, y'all. I mean, it's the truth. The more subscribers we get, the more likes we get, the more super chats we get on the channel. It tells our bosses that we should do more of these streams because, as you guys can imagine, if you guys are adults working your day-to-day job, I mean, results, positive results, get you recognition, get you more opportunities, get you promotions, and same thing goes here for us. More likes, more subscribers, more super chats, all positive results that the bosses see gives us more opportunities as well. So we appreciate any donation. The rank guy, Dillon Brooks, would be dope with Miami. Listen, I wouldn't say no. I know I've seen some people talk about it in the live chat. I mean, Dillon Brooks, I don't know what Phoenix would be wanting in return for him. I mean, he's been really good for Phoenix this year, but I don't know if the Suns are trading him. Like, the Suns are 24-15, so even if they lose tonight, they're 24-16. Are they going to be sellers at the deadline? I don't know. But if you're Miami, who would you rather have, Dillon Brooks or Andrew Wiggins? That's the question, right? Who would you rather have? Andrew Wiggins or Dillon Brooks? Sulayan asks, how much of the super chats do you keep percentage-wise? Are you asking the channel or are you asking me? Because if you want the truth, I mean, YouTube takes a cut of the super chats because it's on their platform. But if you're asking me personally how much I get out of the super chats, zero. We say this. We're not bullshitting. Like, all the super chats we get go right to the channel to get more opportunities, pay for salaries here at the company, and go live more often. Like, I'm not lying when I say that. I hope you guys understand it. I'm going to put that as the live poll during halftime. Who would you rather have, Dillon Brooks or Andrew Wiggins? Because I imagine they are very similar in terms of their value around the league, right? Both making low 20s to high $20 million. Both 3-and-D wings. It's a tough question. Are we hiring? Not right now. We did go through a hiring cycle in the last like a month and a half ago, but not right now. No. Sorry to disappoint. But we do owe a couple wheel spins for getting a couple super chats there. So let's get that on screen here. This one is for Zezus, I think. No, we owed 3. 2 for Rant Guy and 2 for Zezus. All right, we got 50% off again, folks. You know what? We'll do it half off halftime. We'll keep 50% off going for the entire half. Any super chats a wheel spin, $5 is push-ups, $10 in the Heat Report Hall of Fame, $20 beer bong. This one is for Zezus. Oh my God, I'm not even showing it. I'm an idiot. That's on me. Hand up, that's on me. First wheel spin was 50% off, as you guys saw me verbalize. This one's 5 push-ups. So then this last one is for the Rant Guy. So we got 5 push-ups, 50% off for the rest of the half. And then the Rant Guy gets into the Hall of Fame. This is the prize jewel right here, man. Not free, but Hall of Fame spot for my guy. We get something else on screen here. Rant Guy Topics into the Hall of Fame. Shout out to Rant Guy Topics right there. You get into the Hall of Fame, my friend. And as we got 50% off, Super Chat menu is 50% off for the rest of the first half. Heat playing a real strong first 24 minutes, that's for sure. Shooting better than 50% from the field, about 40% from 3, winning the turnover battle. I mean, I'm impressed with the assists. Look at that. Out of 28 made shots you have, 16 of them are assisted. Out-rebounding Phoenix by 7, and you've been able to shoot about the same amount of free throws as the Suns as well. You got some real good first half performances. Nice to see Bam Adebayo get back into a groove offensively. Look at this game, folks. I mean, this has been Bam Adebayo's stats for 30 minutes a night over the last 14 games, even if that. This would be a good Bam game over the last 3 weeks. Now, at halftime, he's got 16 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, while shooting 75% from the field. How about it? Tyler Herro has played extremely well tonight. 14 points, 55% shooting. Missed a couple wide open threes, but not a big deal. Norman Powell got off to a cold start. Started the game 1 of 5 from the field, but as you see, made his last 4 shots, including back-to-back threes in that second quarter. He's got 14 points in the first half. Real strong game for him. Andrew Wiggins, 4 points, 2 of 7 from the field, struggling a little bit today. Kel'el Ware had a really good stint in the first half, 5 points, 4 boards, 2 of 3 shooting. Like what I've seen from him. Jaquez was aggressive early in that first half, 10 points, 5 of 8 shooting off the bench, like that. Davion Mitchell has been better offensively today, 3 of 5 from beyond the arc, 5 assists, 3 boards, 7 points. Love that, man. Love that. Hot Dog says, any super chat to the Hall of Fame? No, $10 gets you into the Hall of Fame, but the rant guy got a Hall of Fame spot for his $2 super chat for the wheel spin, because that is on there, and any super chat during halftime is a wheel spin. Superflies says, nah, need more for Bam. Like, this is my issue. And listen, Bam has been absolutely awful the last 14 games coming into tonight. Shooting 40% from the field and only averaging 12 points and 10 boards. But the guy has 16 points and 5 rebounds in the first half while shooting 75% from the field. And you want more? Like, obviously you need more tonight in the remaining parts of the game. But what else do you need more from him in that first half? Like, do you guys hate him for no reason that badly? Like, I get it if you want to get on him because he's been playing bad, rightfully so. But he plays the best half of basketball he's played maybe all year, and you want more? What else could he do? I don't know what else he could do in that first half to please some of you guys. It's unbelievable. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Jesus, for the heat culture push-ups. I got off topic there for a second. 5 push-ups on the horizon coming your way. Give me 1 second to get this set up. All right. We're set up here. Move my chair out of the way. 5 push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Heat culture push-ups all set. Good form, man. We get all the way to the ground. Belly button to the ground here at the channel. "59% of the live chat says Andrew Wiggins." So to me, like, Dillon Brooks has been a really good Dillon Brooks has been really good for Phoenix this year, and he would be a real fun player in Miami for sure. But I do question, is he even better than Andrew Wiggins? Because if you trade for Dillon Brooks, it would probably be to replace Andrew Wiggins. And I don't know, like, even though I'm not high on Andrew Wiggins and he's super inconsistent, I mean, same could be said for Dillon Brooks. Like, I don't know who I would rather have between Dillon Brooks and Andrew Wiggins. I think it's a toss-up. And if it's a toss-up, why not just keep the guy you have, right? Because you already know everything that you need to know about him. So I don't really think Dillon Brooks is a trade candidate because is he an upgrade over Andrew Wiggins? I don't think so. It's more of the same. Another super chat coming in. Shout out to my guy, the Rant Guy Topics. 06 Wade or 01 Iverson. Also, they hate Bam. Yeah, I mean, listen, I admit I'm a Bam apologist. I'm a Bam defender. I mean, he's the second best player on our team. When we went to the finals twice, he's had some unbelievable playoff moments defensively. I mean, that block against Jason Tatum, some of those games against the Knicks. When we went to the finals in 23. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I just will never, like, I can admit when he's playing bad, but I will never get on the Bam sucks train. He just doesn't. He's been struggling a lot defensively for sure, or offensively for sure, but his impact historically in Miami as well as the defense and leadership, I mean, it's so valuable to me. But if you're asking me who's better between 06 Wade and 01 Iverson, I think 06 Wade's one of the best players I've ever seen. I think it's one of the best players the NBA has ever seen. You want honestly true? I think '08 Wade was better. I mean, obviously '06 Wade got a championship, but '08 Wade, when he was averaging 32 a game, he got robbed of MVP. I think that was the best version of Dwayne Wade we saw. '01 Iverson took those Philly boys to the chip for sure. But '06 Wade got the job done and won it all. But '08 Wade is the best version of him, in my opinion. That is for sure. All right. I think one more wheel spin before we get the second half underway here. For my guy, that rant guy topics again. Let's see who we got here. Oh my God, are we going to get 50% off again, or is he going to get in the Hall of Fame again? All right, we got more 50% off the Super Chat menu. We just keep on rolling it, baby. So we'll get that extended. We'll keep it extended until the first time out of the third quarter. How about it? I know I said 3 minutes, but F it. We'll keep it going. First time out of the third quarter. I think we're about to get started here in the second half. Yep, we are about a minute away. Let's hope Miami keeps it going. And if you haven't already, hit that sub button, folks. Heat coverage is going to be ramping up. I already picked up 30 subscribers today. Appreciate all the new people here at the channel. We're going to keep it rolling. We're going to keep it rolling, baby. Oh, at the buzzer. A couple super chats we'll get on screen here in a second. But we are underway in the second half. Heat up 17. Bam Adebayo defended by Dillon Brooks, putting the smaller defender on Bam. Bam. Oh, good jab step inside. Kicks it out to Davion Mitchell. Swung to Herro. Herro for three. It is good. Talk about a start for Miami here in the second half. Bam beat Brooks off the dribble, drew a double team, and kicked it out for a three. Herro is 17 points tonight. Leading scorer for Miami after that three. Royce O'Neale with a triple. He responds and cuts it right back down to 17. Bam looking to answer with a three. That one no good. First missed three-point attempt for Bam tonight. It was 2 of 2 before that. Booker now drives on Herro, gets inside in a crowd of traffic, misses, gets his own rebound though, misses again. This time Wiggins secures the board. Heat out and running. Bam in transition. Back to Davion. Davion to the rim. Kicks it out to Wiggins. His top of the key three. No good. And Andrew Wiggins has really struggled offensively tonight. Got hot on Sunday, 2 of 8 tonight. Dillon Brooks can't hit a three on the other end, and the ball goes out of bounds back to Miami. Herro driving on Booker, loses the handle out of bounds, will stay with Miami on the baseline. 18 on the shot clock. We'll get those super chats on screen here in just a moment. Norman Powell out of the baseline play, cut off on the curl and throws it right to Mark Williams. Turnover Norman Powell. And then now we have a foul in the backcourt. Norman Powell bumped Dillon Brooks. And I think Powell and Brooks will share a word. You know, Dillon Brooks likes to get a little chippy. He likes to jaw. Wonder if Powell had enough. Gave him a little forearm shove on the way up the court. They're going to review it. They're going to review it as a potential clear path to the basket foul, which is interesting. Well, I'll do that. Appuccino with a 10. Hall of Fame me one more time, my boy. Hell yeah, Appuccino. Appreciate you, my friend. Appuccino, you're in Oklahoma, right? Are you going to go to the, or did you go to the Heat Thunder game on Saturday? Or Sunday? I don't remember which one's which. Sunday it was. And then $5 for Mr. Gio. Let's go Heat. Shout out to you, Mr. Gio. That's 10 push-ups during the half-off little streak here. So, yeah, 10 push-ups for Mr. Gio. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, they just finished the review in Miami, and they said that it is not a clear path foul. It will just be a common foul. So no blood, no foul for Miami there. Appuccino, yeah, I mean, listen, it wouldn't have been a fun game to be at, that's for sure. Fun first half. Second half would have been a train wreck to be at live. All right, Suns to inbound the ball here. Still 17-point game, 10 minutes to go in the third. Ooh, Davion Mitchell just got hit on a hard screen, and he is laboring his left shoulder. It might be like he might have either got a stinger or dislocated that shoulder. Yeah, he's really struggling. He need to call a timeout or something. Bucket inside by Phoenix. I didn't even see it because I'm just watching Davion Mitchell. Davion Mitchell's going to try to grind it out. I mean, he drives left, pulls up for a jumper, and knocks it home. I mean, Davion Mitchell might only have one shoulder working right now. It doesn't stop him from getting a bucket. Oh, Davion with 9 points on the evening. Dillon Brooks looking for a response. Gets by Norman Powell. I think it was tipped by Bam, but it falls right to Mark Williams for the putback. Bam to the corner. It's Norman Powell. He drives baseline, gets a step inside, and reverses one home. Mark Williams, the shot blocker, couldn't get there. Powell shielded him from the rim. Booker gets by Wiggins, misses the shot inside. They're going to call a charge. Davion Mitchell, one shoulder and all, hitting pull-up middies, taking charges. He's a dog. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Now, with that being said, the Suns are challenging. He's outside the restricted area. The question is, was it enough contact for a charge? Well, we'll find out, but while we are in this timeout, we're going to tell you about our sponsor for the first time in this second half. Today's Heat Stream is brought to you by Prize Picks. It's a new year, which means you might be trying something new, and that might include making player picks for the first time. Well, Prize Picks is the best place to do that. We got playoff matchups every weekend in football, elite hoops every night. The action never stops, and Prize Picks lets you take control. You can get in on the action. It's available in all 50 states. You could also put the same player up to 3 times in your lineup, whether you want to go more than a Norman Powell three-pointer attempts, fantasy score, rebounds, but you can, all on Prize Picks. My entry for the game between Miami and Phoenix, I'm going less than on Bam Adebayo, 14.5 points. He's been really struggling. And more than on Devin Booker, 25.5 points. Simple 2-player entry for today's game. You can even take my picks with a single click, copy the lineups you like, or use them as inspiration for your own picks with the new social feeds future. A lot of fun things on Prize Picks, including weekly specials, daily discounts. Get started with Prize Picks today. Download the app and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. Still in this timeout review, but Davion Mitchell playing at a really good pace right now. I mean, he looked like he jammed his shoulder, yet after that injury, he's drawn a charge and hit a midi jumper. Spam those 4.5s. Spam those 4.5s. We'll get the official ruling on if this is a charge or not in just a moment. But I want to show some love to Davion Mitchell, who's had some rough moments over the last couple of weeks, but is having a real strong game tonight. Well, they're going to say it's a successful challenge, and it will be a blocking foul on Davion Mitchell. So it goes from heat ball toward the Suns getting 2 free throws. Saying he's sliding ever so slightly as Booker makes contact with them. Tough call to overturn, I'll say that. Booker makes the free throw. Mitchell on the bench now with 4 fouls. He's actually going to head to the locker room with that little shoulder injury. I think they're going to check it out. Dru Smith into the game for the Heat. Booker makes both free throws. Dru Smith not really a part of the game plan for tonight, but with Mitchell hurt and in foul trouble, Dru Smith gets the call. Herro and Bam pick and roll. Kicks it over to Wiggins. Wiggins now working on Booker, spinning inside, running bank shot. No. And Andrew Wiggins' rough night offensively continues. Devin Booker, shot fake, fouled by Wiggins on the floor. Three-pointer for Collin Gillespie doesn't go. Rebound by Bam Adebayo. Bam, left wing, isolating on Mark Williams. Double team, kicks out to Powell. Powell, right wing triple. Too strong. But Bam, drawn 2, creating open looks for Miami. Booker, pull up 3 in transition. Good. And here comes Devin Booker and the Suns, cutting the lead down to 12. $18 points now for D-Book. Wiggins, driving on Gillespie, turns it over. I mean, Wiggins has been fucking terrible tonight. Mark Williams in transition to the rim, puts it home. Timeout Miami, and the lead's down to 10. What do I always say about Andrew Wiggins? Just not a good handle. Just drives into 3 players. Wiggins, what did you expect to happen there, man? What did you expect to happen? Seriously. Wiggins plays so stupid sometimes. It's so frustrating, dude. Sometimes he looks like frickin' Paul Pierce, and sometimes he looks like Brian Scalabrine in a bad way. Oh, it's frustrating sometimes with Wiggins, man. Like, it's just is so inconsistent. It's either really, really good or really, really bad. And it feels like there's no in between. Could we get any consistency? Ugh, frustrating, man. Frustrating. I agree. I said this, actually. Like, with Tyler Herro returning, if the Heat really want to start Norman Powell, Herro, and Davion Mitchell, like, I get it. You want that wing versatility in Wiggins, since it's really our only true, like, defensive wing. But I would rather bench Andrew Wiggins because he's so inconsistent. I actually said we should start Pelle Larsson. I mean, you people don't want to hear it, but I think our starting lineup should be Herro, Powell, Larsson, Bam, and Ware. Take Davion and Wiggins and put him to the bench. Larsson has just been so good for Miami, especially when he gets more opportunities as a starter. I would try it. Herro gets a screen from Bam, left wing pull-up three, came up short. Herro's been struggling from beyond the arc tonight. Booker in transition finds Dillon Brooks. Brooks to the rim, banks it home. And just like that, it's a 8-point game. Herro looking for the response. Can't hit the jumper inside, but Bam draws a foul. Mark Williams called for the push foul on Bam. Adebayo had good position for the offensive rebound. Here, Heat led as much as 20 in this third quarter. Suns are on a run, getting it down to 8. Powell, Bam, pick and roll, driving, spinning, lefty hook shot, no good. And here comes Phoenix. Booker, deep three, no good, but a foul is called on Norman Powell as he got into the lower body area of Mark Williams. Wiggins almost gets a steal, knocks it out of bounds. We'll stay with Phoenix. Suns are in the bonus, too, with 7 minutes to go. That's not good. Royce O'Neale to inbound, gets to Dillon Brooks. Brooks at the free throw line, pump fakes, now rises and knocks down a shot. Down to 6. Dru Smith turns it over. He's so fucking bad. Suns in transition. Mark Williams inside layup. Another timeout, Miami. Get Dru Smith out of the fucking game. Everything changed once you had that overturned call, a charge on Booker to a blocking fall on Davion Mitchell. After that, done. We've been horrible. Being outscored 20-7 in the third quarter. Oh, man. All right, see if we can get better play here. Wiggins driving on Royce O'Neale. It swung around to Powell. Back out to Wiggins in the corner. Now Jaquez. Jaquez attacks inside. Kicks out to Powell. Powell fouled on the floor. That was not a good offensive possession, but he got bailed out with the foul. Dillon Brooks, his third of the night. Jaquez, top of the key, drives on Collin Gillespie, has the size advantage here, and is fouled. That will be the third foul on the Suns, who are on a 13-0 run over the last 3 minutes. Was that in the act of shooting there, or are they going to say on the floor for Jaquez? It'll be on the floor. Wiggins to inbound, gets it to Bam. Bam attacking Mark Williams, now with a handoff to Herro. Herro to Jaquez. Left wing three for Jaime. No. And this 13-0 run for the Suns can continue. Booker driving, kicking. Royce O'Neale for three. No good. Bam with the box out in the rebound. Outlet to Powell. Here comes Miami. Herro driving inside to the rim. Lays it up and in. And the 13-0 run for the Suns finally ends there with a Herro bucket. He's got 19 in the ball game. Booker with the three. Too strong. Rebound Heat. Booker struggling from the field tonight, 4-14. Wiggins up ahead to Herro. Herro, pump fake, left wing three. No, he almost airballed it. You could tell as soon as it left his hand, that was off. Doesn't get back on defense. It results in a wide open Royce O'Neale three. No good. Heat catch a break there, and the ball goes out of bounds off of Miami. It will stay with Phoenix. If you're going to miss a three, that's one thing, but get back on defense, dude. Ball definitely off Andrew Wiggins' hand there. Herro not getting back directly resulted in an open three for Phoenix. Booker fouled on the floor. I mean, the Suns are in the bonus. They're shooting free throws. Where was the foul there, man? Didn't look like any contact. Oh, man. I'll say, yeah, like the referees in this game have not favored Miami in the slightest. It's been pretty tilted towards Phoenix tonight. But no excuses. Got to be better than what you have been in this third quarter. Larsson in the game drives baseline. Finds a cutting Jaquez. Swung out to Herro. Herro running floater. Tough baseline shot there by Herro, the Giant Slayer. And Herro now with 21 points. Booker driving on Larsson, doubled. It's kicked to the corner. Grayson Allen for three. Boy, he's been unconscious off the bench tonight. 16 points, his 4-3. Lead down to 3 for Miami. Powell working on Dillon Brooks. It swung to Herro. Herro guard by Grayson Allen. Herro driving, backing down, swings it out to Norm. Norm now drives, step back, deep two. No good. Too much isolation, man. We got to get some pick and rolls. We got to get the defense in rotation. Too much isolation basketball over the last 4 minutes. Booker, feeling the moment, drives inside, up and under move on Jaquez. No good. Great rebound by Powell amongst traffic. Miami running in transition. Herro loses it, turns over. Phoenix in transition. Booker finds a cutting Royce O'Neale, who misses the layup. Oh, he smoked it. Wow, what a dodged bullet for Miami there. Heat the other way. Jaquez to the rim. He misses the layup. And now the Suns in transition. Norman Powell knocks it away, and we got a lot of physicality between Dillon Brooks and Norman Powell. Bam having to grab Powell from attacking Dillon Brooks. Norman Powell not happy with Dillon Brooks, thinking that he shoved him at the end there after Norman Powell knocked the ball out of his hands, which he got all ball originally. Bam, sensing Powell was getting up in anger, grabbed him before he can make a charge at Dillon Brooks. Powell talking to officials. Oh, there was a technical. A technical was called, and the Heat are getting free throws. Norman Powell at the line. Powell makes the free throw. Remember, he was questionable in this game with a back injury. I don't know where the technical was called, but that's Dillon Brooks. It's his 15th of the year. Dillon Brooks leads the NBA in technical fouls with 15, 6 more than the next highest player, which is Draymond Green and Luka Doncic at 9. Bam subs out, Ware in. Booker, mid-range fall away, no good. Rebound, battled for, tipped around, and it will go out of bounds to Miami. Wouldn't be surprised if Phoenix challenges this. The Suns are incensed. They thought it was off Ware. Well, the Heat inbound it. No one's back on defense for Phoenix, and the Heat get a layup out of it. Oh, little pesky, little crazy Heat. Dillon Brooks answers with a layup the other way. He's got to be careful. He is in the official's face on that one. Jaquez the other way quickly. Lays it up and in. Heat attacking. Phoenix not getting back on D. And the lead is still 6 for Miami. 87-81. Brooks pull up midi. It goes. And boy, Dillon Brooks is animated. Talking a lot of shit right now to Heat players. Powell driving on Brooks. Gets by him. Kicks to the corner. One more to Herro. Wide open 3. Tyler, come on, man. He's had so many wide open 3s tonight, and he can't make a single one. East lead is still 4 with 2.5 to go in this third quarter. Booker doubled. It's kicked to Grayson Allen. He's got 4 threes tonight, but he can't make another. Rebound tipped out. It's Booker. Over to Dillon Brooks. His three-pointer. No. Another offensive rebound by Phoenix. And they will reset for a third opportunity. Can't give a team 3 opportunities. Booker driving, fading away on Larsson, and it goes. You give a team 3 opportunities, and it's going to bite you in the ass every time. Get a fucking rebound, guys. Jaquez driving on Brooks, bumps him. No good on the midi. Rebound Phoenix, and they can tie or take the lead. Powell with the steal on the other end. Good defense, good hands by Powell, utilizing that 6'11 wingspan. Now pulls up for 3. Bottoms! What a sequence by Norman Powell! Putting Miami back up by 5. He's fired up. He's got 20 points. Both him and Tyler Herro with 20 on the evening. Brooks, isolating on Jaquez, gets inside. Floater, comes up short. Heat rebound. They got numbers. 5 on 4. What is Tyler Herro doing throwing a lob to Pelle Larsson? And now on the other end, Dillon Brooks gets an early, easy layup because of a turnover. What the fuck is Tyler Herro doing lobbing to Pelle Larsson in traffic, dude? Brain dead basketball. And now the Suns commit a foul. Devin Booker was a little bit hobbled up. Fell awkwardly after the Pelle Larsson lob. And now the Heat are 1 away from the bonus. Norman Powell sub out with a minute to go here in the third. Dru Smith back in. Jaquez driving on Goodwin. Now Herro in a back cut. Floater. Can't get it to go. Oh, my. Gillespie the other way for Phoenix. Driving inside. Hangs in the air and hits. And it's a 1-point game with 35 seconds to go in this quarter. Are the Heat going to go 2 for 1 here? Not really moving with any urgency, and now the Heat won't. Missed opportunity for Miami. as they only lead by 1. They led by as much as 20 in the third quarter. Herro driving right. Euro step to the rim. Loses the handle out of bounds. It will stay with the Heat. Herro not happy. He wants a foul call. Tyler's playing bad ball in the last 3 minutes here. Real bad basketball from Tyler Herro in the last 3 minutes of this quarter. Jaquez on a back cut. Fouled by Goodwin, and he'll go to the line for 2. .3 seconds remain in the third quarter. Heat lead by 1. They led by as much as 20. It's been all Phoenix here in the second half. Jaquez makes the first. Herro will sub out for the final defensive possession. Jovic in. Jaquez makes both free throws. Lead is 3. Gillespie up the floor, crossing the timeline. Suns 15 of 16 at the line tonight. Miami 11 of 14. Gillespie over to Allen. Grayson Allen, 4. Step back 3 at the buzzer. Air ball. And that, oh my God, they're going to call foul on Kel'el Ware right as the buzzer sounded. Was the foul before or after the buzzer? We're going to find out, because if it was before the buzzer, we will have 2 free throws for Phoenix before this quarter comes to a conclusion. Oh, I think that might be after the buzzer. The hand from the official goes up after the buzzer. I mean, the foul definitely takes place before. This might be an and 1 for Phoenix, dude. Well, let's see. Was it in the act of shooting or was it on the floor? Because if it's an on-the-floor rebounding foul, it definitely took place before the quarter ended. If they're calling it in the act of shooting, there's a higher chance that he didn't get the shot off, and it would be on the floor, or it would be 2 free throws on the floor, or no call at all. I think I just heard it took place with .1 on the clock. Yeah, .1. Unbelievable. And I think it's an and 1 for Osa Ighodaro, so he's going to have a free throw here, yeah, to tie this game up going into the fourth quarter. What a brutal mistake there by Kel'el Ware. Ighodaro's free throw, good. And we're tied up at 92. Just unbelievable, man. He got outscored by 17 in the third quarter. 38-21. Absolutely embarrassing. But, folks, we got 12 minutes left in this game. It's fourth quarter time. Spam those 4s. Get the pause up. Spam those 4s. Come on, folks. Spam them. Spam them. We got Tom, Jordan, Peck. Halo, Trini, Loud, Justice, Cone, O-Dog, all spamming those 4s. So annoying to see the Heat blow a 20-point lead. Got to have a much stronger last 12 minutes, folks. Well, here we go. Are the Heat going to be able to withstand, I should say, this Suns second half push? Devin Booker banged up at the end of that third quarter. I don't know what his status is going forward in this game. I think I just heard Davion Mitchell will not return in this game with that shoulder injury. Herro to start the fourth quarter on the floor with Larsson, Ware, Dru Smith, and Jaquez. And the Suns miss a shot inside, and the Heat can reclaim the lead here. Jaquez driving on Gillespie. Out to Larsson. Swung to Ware. Corner three. Big shot! Kel'el Ware! Atoning for the sin of the and one at the buzzer at the end of the third quarter. Putting Miami up by 3. Is that not an illegal screen? Bodies go flying, and Grayson Allen ties the game up with another 3. He's got 5 triples and 19 points on the evening. Dru Smith drives baseline, a lot of contact, but converts the floater. Dru Smith with his first score of the game. Suns the other way. Gillespie knifing his way to the rim. Kicks out to Jordan Goodwin. Open 3. No. Another rebound given up by Ware. It's Oso Ighodaro. Out to Allen. Driving inside. That's a charge. Dru Smith takes it. Going the other way. And the Suns are going to challenge. Oh, that's going to be overturned. I think that's going to be overturned. I think Dru Smith was still moving as that happened. I think that's going to be overturned, but hey, we'll find out. While we review this first time out of the fourth quarter, tell you about our sponsor one last time. Oh, wait, nope, we're not going to do that. Looks like a much quicker review here, so we'll tell you about Prize Picks later on. I mean, he's out of the restricted area. I just think he's still moving. He got there late. Now, it was on the pass, so it will just be side out for Phoenix if this gets overturned. And I believe this is the final challenge for the Suns tonight. They got their first one correct, but you only get 2. You do not get a third, if I am not mistaken, even if you get the first 2 right. Yep, call overturned. It'll be a blocking call on Dru Smith. It will stay with Phoenix side out. But I don't think the Suns have any more challenges for the rest of the game. No challenges remaining for Phoenix after this one gets correct. So hopefully Miami's able to get a defensive stop here. We got 550 people in the building. If you haven't already, please help me out. Hit that thumbs button. Let's get to 200 likes ASAP, folks. Let's get to 200 likes, man. We're at 160. Want the Heat to win this one and close it out? Let's get to 200 likes. Takes 1 second. Appreciate it as we're live here for free. Well, no more challenges left for Phoenix. They've gotten both of theirs right tonight. Osei Guedaro has it. Grayson Allen cooking for the Suns. He's got it. He's kind of doubled, and now they reset with a screen. Allen driving to the elbow. Up and under, out to Iguodaro. Gets it back. 3 at the buzzer. Air ball. Defensive possession. A good one there after the timeout. And that is a massive, massive stop for Miami, making that successful challenge not worth it for Phoenix as they don't get any points out of it. 2-point Heat lead, 10.5 to go in this game. Jaquez driving at Ryan Dunn. Gets 2 feet in the paint, fades from 12, and hits it. Big bucket by Triple J. Miami leading by 4. Jaquez was 16 off the bench. Royce O'Neale over to Gillespie. Gillespie attacks Dru Smith. Backing down. Out to Goodwin. Goodwin's right wing 3. No. Rebound by Ware. Outlet Jaquez. Miami looking to extend their lead. Ware, top of the key. Lines up a 3. Air ball. That's one of those times where Ware had the guard Gillespie on him. I would have liked to see him, instead of shooting that 3, give it up and then go sit and camp in the paint with Gillespie on you. We'll get it down to you for an easy bucket inside. I think that was just an ill-advised shot there. I mean, he was open, but why pass up a good shot for a great shot, right? Good shot for a great shot. Grayson Allen brings it up. Thought about a 3, swings it to Gillespie. Gillespie now to Royce O'Neale. O'Neale to the corner for Ryan Dunn. His 3-pointer good. Tyler Herro gambling on a steal just screwed Miami on that possession. Can't happen. Herro driving the other way. Turns it over. Royce O'Neale to Gillespie. 3-pointer in transition. Good. Timeout Miami. Fucking Herro, man. I don't care what the box score tells you. Tyler Herro's been killing Miami all night long. Suns lead for the first time this half. They trailed as much as 20. Timeout. Let's tell you about our sponsor one final time. Today's Heat Stream is brought to you by Prize Picks. It's a new year, which means you might be trying something new, and that might include making player picks for the first time. Well, Prize Picks is the best place to do that. We got playoff matchups every weekend in football, elite hoops every night. The action never stops, and Prize Picks lets you take control. You can get in on the action. It's available in all 50 states. You could also put the same player up to 3 times in your lineup, whether you want to go more than on Norman Powell 3-pointer attempts, fantasy score, rebounds, but you can, all on Prize Picks. My entry for the game between Miami and Phoenix, I'm going less than on Bam Adebayo, 14.5 points. He's been really struggling. And more than on Devin Booker, 25.5 points. Simple 2-player entry for today's game. You can even take my picks with a single click, copy the lineups you like, or use them as inspiration for your own picks with the new social feeds feature. A lot of fun things on Prize Picks, including weekly specials, daily discounts. Get started with Prize Picks today. Download the app and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. Appreciate Prize Picks for sponsoring today's stream. Heat down 2, man. Heat down 2. Up 20 early in the third quarter. Now down 2. Hopefully the Heat come out firing here in the second half or in the fourth quarter. Like to see Bam back in the game and get him involved offensively. I mean, Bam had 10 first quarter points, 16 first half points on 6 of 8 shooting, yet we've not gotten him involved in the offense whatsoever. We need an aggressive, efficient Bam here to close this game out. Davion Mitchell left the game with a shoulder injury. He will not return. Devin Booker with a calf/ankle injury. Looks like he will return. He is on the floor. No changes to the Heat lineup out of that timeout. 9 minutes to play. Jaquez defended by Royce O'Neale. Calls for an isolation. Drives at the top of the key. Bumps and can't hit the floater. Gillespie, left wing, driving on Dru Smith. Step back. Good defense there. Now resets. Gillespie gets it back. Lines up a 3. Good. Down 5. Unfucking believable, man. Tyler Herro over to Jaquez. Now Larsson in the corner. Larsson drives baseline. Finds a cutting Ware for a slam. Good cut there by Kel'el Ware. Larsson found him on the alley-oop. Double digits now for Ware on the evening. Powell, Wiggins, and Bam all set to check in. Next dead ball. Gillespie feeling it from 3. Comes up short. Rebound loose. Suns get it. They're first on the floor. Gillespie to the rim. Swings to Dunn. One more to Royce O'Neale. O'Neale to the rim. Up and under lefty layup. Goes. This Suns team just wants it more than Miami. Just wants it more. Fucking embarrassing. This unit on the floor just is embarrassing. Larsson fouled, and we'll get some substitutions. Oh, and now we got some contact between Booker and Larsson. Now Jaquez has some words to say to Devin Booker. This game's getting chippy in the second half, that's for sure. Booker shoved Larsson after the foul, and then Jaquez gets in Booker's face and had something to say there. It's getting chippy, man. Let's see what the officials call. Are they going to call double technical on 1? I think they're reviewing the play or talking it over. Well, they're going to review it to see what the call is here. I don't know. I would guess double technical coming. That would be my assumption. I just find it ironic. It's Jordan is saying fake Heat fans, don't blame Herro, blame Spo for having him in the game. What? It's also a little ironic and hypocritical for you to do the same thing about Bam over the last couple of weeks, but when Herro is killing Miami and it's clear that he is really struggling out there, you're going to blame anyone but Herro and call other people fake fans. Very hypocritical of you, it's Jordan. That's all I'm going to say. Oh, I see the spammer. Same guy who was saying the same exact thing about Bam last week when he was playing bad. Rightfully so. Bam was killing Miami. But then when Herro's killing Miami, he's playing poorly. It's everybody else's fault. It's all fun and games, I suppose, until it's your favorite player. Double technical on Booker and Jaquez. He'll be side out for Miami since the Heat were fouled on the floor. All right, substitutions. Heat hopefully going to climb back in this one after leading the entire game. Larsson, Jaquez, Wiggins, Bam, and Powell on the floor. So no true guard. Adebayo, top of the key. Look at the rim, Bam. Instead, hands it off to Powell. Powell curling, corner. Wiggins, baseline drive. Wiggins stepped out of bounds. Gillespie gets a screen. Gillespie's cooking here in this fourth quarter. Now Booker. Booker hounded by Wiggins. Now Bam. Ball loose. Bam with the steal. Larsson brings it up the floor. He's double teamed and smartly resets to Adebayo. Bam, left wing, open for three. No. Larsson hits the deck. Booker with a foul. And now they're going to review this to see if this was a hostile foul by Booker. Bam with the steal, misses the three, but Larsson's extra effort earns a foul for Miami. They're not going to look at this. I think they talked it over. No review, just a common foul on Booker. I don't really think there would be a reason to review that anyway. There was nothing like crazy physical there. Just a standard push in the back on the rebounding attempt. So it'll be side out for Miami. Down 5 with 7 to go. Well, now the officials are going to still talk things over. Are we going to get a review or not? I don't think so. All right, here we go. We're going to finally inbound the ball here. Heat need a bucket in a bad way. Jaquez over to Norman Powell, guarded by Brooks. Bam will set Powell a screen. 5 on the shot clock. Powell knifing his way inside to the rim. And lays it up and in. Impressive drive and finish by Norman Powell. Good pick and roll there. Norman with 22. Gillespie, pick and roll. They got Mark Williams guarded by Powell inside. They dump it down to him. And Norman Powell fouls him. Are they going to say on the floor or in the act of shooting? It's the 4th foul on Powell. They'll be on the floor side out. Substitution here made by Phoenix. Gillespie out. Grayson Allen in. Allen killing Miami all night long. O'Neale to inbound. Having a hard time getting it in. Gets it to Mark Williams. Bam with the steal. Bam out in transition. Room service slam. Defense to offense for Miami. The steal off the inbound. Bam goes coast to coast. It's a 1-point game. Suns call timeout. They need a timeout. Come on, Heat fans. Spam those fireball emojis. 4-0 run for the Heat, forcing a TO. Come on. Defense to offense for the Heat, and are back within 1. We got William. We got Kane. We got Levante. Theodore. Kane Angel. Spam those fireball emojis. Come on. Come on. Hot dog. Who wants to see a win tonight? Who wants to see the Heat snap their 3-game losing streak? Come on. Robin. Roll. Halo. Ruben. Timmy. Trini. Tom. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Show me some energy in the chat, folks. Also, hit that thumbs up button if you want to win. We're 12 away from 200. Rank guy with a super chat. Bam plays good. Spo keeps him on the bench. Hilarious. Listen, he's back. It was an augmented rest. Hopefully, we're going to close it out. And then rank guy. It's a Bam Slam. Speaking of Bam Slam, sounds like it's a Jaw Slam. Go back to his NCAA tournament poster against Marquette. It's a Jaw Slam. 1-point game with 6 minutes to go. Grayson Allen has it. Step back 3. No good. Wiggins with the board. Good Bucks out Pelle Larsson. Heat looking to retake the lead again. Bam has Grayson Allen on him. Oh, Grayson Allen just shoves Bam. This game is getting real chippy. Grayson Allen, dirty fucker. Grayson Allen sucks. I fucking hate Grayson Allen. Going back to his days at Duke. Dirty, dirty player. Heat getting real close to the bonus. Third foul called on Phoenix. Still 2 away. I thought that might have been number 4. Heat can take the lead here on this possession. Powell gets a screen from Bam. Powell working right. Now gets the switch. Drives on Mark Williams. Out to Wiggins. Wiggins back to Powell. Powell at the end of the shot clock. Gets it off in time. Too strong and rebound to Phoenix. Wiggins picks up Booker in transition. Booker driving on Wiggins. Pull up 10-footer. That's a tough shot there by Devin Booker. And the Suns go back in front by 3. 24 points for Book. He's only shooting 6 of 18 from the field, but impactful minutes for him tonight as always. Wiggins, baseline drive, floater, no. Bam! With the putback slam. Back-to-back buckets for Adebayo. He's got 20. And the Heat down by 1. Get a stop. Brooks driving. Foul by Norman Powell on the floor. That's Norman Powell's 5th. Got to get stops defensively with 5 to go. This is how you win these type of games. Got to get stops. Booker has it. Over to Grayson Allen. Allen driving on Herro, who just checked in. Royce O'Neale 3. Good. Down by 4. As soon as Herro comes back in, give up a 3. Shocker. I don't even want to try to hate on the man, but it's just been bad tonight, man. Herro throws it over to Larsson. Larsson driving on Dillon Brooks. Drop off to Adebayo. Bam in traffic. Is fouled. And Adebayo's heading to the line. Gonna need these two. Bam. Gonna need them. Herro got beat off the dribble by Grayson Allen. Wiggins had the help. Forced to kick out 3 for Royce O'Neale. Come on, Bam. Make these 2. Need them bad. Need them bad. Down 4 with 4.5 to go. I feel like he's going to 1 of 2. Misses the first. I felt it. I just had a feeling he was going to miss it. Got to make this one. Get it to a 1-score game. Makes the second. I felt 1 of 2 coming, and I got it, unfortunately. Rant guy, shout out to you. Bam, best defender on the team, not close. I mean, yeah, he's top 10 defender in the league. Davion, close second, though. Royce O'Neale, he lines up another three. That one doesn't go. Wiggins with the board. Heat with a chance to pull closer or even tie. Adebayo driving, kicking. Wiggins for the tie. Way off. Ball goes out of bounds, and it stays with Miami. Mark Williams couldn't corral it with Bam contesting that rebound, and it stays with the Heat. Clearly off Mark Williams. Doesn't matter anyway because the Suns don't have a challenge. They used both of them earlier in the game. Important to note, Miami does have their challenge. Wiggins gets it in Adebayo. Bam, handoff Herro. Herro driving left. Herro gets Grayson Allen on his back. Out to Bam. Bam drives on Mark Williams. Loses the handle. 4 on the shot clock. Out to Jaquez. 3 for the tie. No. It was a bad offensive possession for Miami there. Heat got to get a stop here. Grayson Allen in transition. Thought about a 3, but slows it down and resets to Devin Booker, the Suns' closer. Under 4 to go. Booker gets the switch on to Herro. 5 on the shot clock. Over to Grayson Allen. Allen attacks. Allen gets inside. Fouled and 1. Oh, that's just brutal. Bam commits the foul. It's the late closeout. That's got to be better than that, man. Allen converts the three-point play. Heat down by 6 with 3.5 to go. Got to play much better on the defensive end of the floor. Jaquez gets by his man, kicks to Bam, his corner 3. Big response by Adebayo. Huge response. Oh, they're going to say his foot's on the line. Oh, fuck me. 4-point game. What a bummer that is. Grayson Allen, pick and roll. Booker driving on Wiggins. Back to Grayson Allen. He drives, spins on Herro. Good defense by Tyler. Allen floats up a bullshit shot, and Bam gets the board. Good defense by Herro that time. Herro up ahead. Slows it down with under 3 to go. Adebayo attacks Mark Williams. Doubled. Out back to Jaquez. Jaquez drives, kicks. Larsson, one more Herro. Herro passed up a 3. Now takes one. No! Jaquez offensive rebound. Jaime drives baseline. Chaos out to Adebayo. His three-pointer. Good! Big shot! Bam! Heat within 1! Adebayo with 26. Royce O'Neale over to Book. Herro defends. 2 to go. Booker looking to make his move. Drives left on Herro. Gets inside. Drop off Mark Williams at the travel. That's a travel. Oh, he shuffled the puppies. He shuffled the puppies. Back the other way to Miami. And the Heat have a chance to retake the lead. Bam with back-to-back jumpers brings Miami within 1. The captain breaking out of this cold slump, keeping Miami within the game. Sub for Dubs. Sub for Dubs. Jaquez drives, kicks. Adebayo another 3. Good! Bam! Adebayo with the last 8 points for the Heat, and they go up by 2. Brooks doubled. Out to O'Neale. Heat up by 2. Get a stop. Booker driving. Powell picks him up. He's got 5 fouls. Booker gets by inside. Drop off Mark Williams. And he's fouled. Adebayo gets the foul to save the Heat from a dunk. And it will be 2 free throws for Mark Williams. Oh, what a big stretch there for Miami, and Bam making back-to-back threes, hopefully breaking out of his slump here, and he puts Miami up by 2. but the Suns have a chance to tie with 2 Mark Williams free throws. Mark Williams makes the first. 126 remain. 900 people watching. Subscribe to the channel. We'll be live on Thursday for Heat Celtics. We also got daily content. We'll have a video out tomorrow. Mark Williams made the first, makes the second, and we're tied up at 116. Another big offensive possession here for Miami. Jaquez brings it up the floor. Grayson Allen defends. Jaquez attacks Allen. Gets position inside, finds a cutting Powell, and he hits the 8-footer. Sticks it. A great cut by Powell. Miami goes back in front by 2. Powell's got 24 on the night. Come on. Get a stop. Get in those defensive stances. Booker gets a series of screens. Pull up 3. Too strong. Rebound. Mark Williams. And gets it back in over Andrew Wiggins. 1 minute to go. 118 all. Herro over to Jaquez. Jaquez likes this matchup on Grayson Allen. Attacks inside to the corner. Powell open 3. Gone! Right in your mouth! Dillon Brooks! They go up 3! 121-118! Norman Powell! Jaquez breaks down his defender! Finds Powell in the corner! And he lights it up right over the outstretched arms of Dillon Brooks! Timeout! Phoenix! Span those 24s! Norman Powell with 5 straight to put the Heat up by 3! Come on! Norman looking to make his first All-Star appearance of his career, showing why tonight. Got off to a real rough start offensively, but absolutely cooking here in the second half. Now up to 27 points on 55% shooting, 4 of 10 from beyond the arc. Norman has been getting it done. Him and Bam Adebayo here in the fourth quarter, who has 29 points and 9 boards himself, closing hopefully this one out. Spam those 2 4s, subscribe to the channel. Almost 1,000 people watching. I'm Nick Roloff. We go live for as many Heat games as possible. We're going to go live for every game starting in February. We'll have videos out in between every game. Subscribe today. Come on, sub for dubs. But it all starts here. Heat got to get a stop. Heat up by 3, 48 seconds remain. Heat have 2 timeouts remaining. Phoenix has 1. Grayson Allen in the corner, stepped out of bounds. Oh, he stepped out of bounds. What a mistake by Grayson Allen. A turnover, and Miami could put themselves up by 2 scores with a bucket here. Oh my God, that wasn't even close. Grayson Allen, what horrible awareness. Horrible awareness from Grayson Allen. Out of the timeout, how do you step on the baseline there, or on the sideline? 40 seconds remain. Jaquez has been killing Grayson Allen. Jaquez has got the matchup here again. Calls for the ISO. Drives right. Jaime takes the bump. Running floater. Blocked by Mark Williams. What a play by the big man from Phoenix. 24 seconds remain. Heat up 3. Royce O'Neale to Allen. They're going to try to get it to Booker here. No, Allen from the logo. Too strong. Ball loose. Rebound. Suns. Brooks for the tie. Air ball. Offensive foul! Dillon Brooks, that fucking dirty prick, put his leg out and hit Wiggins, and it's going the other way. That dirty player, Dillon Brooks, with the air ball and the offensive foul kick out with his leg. What a great call by the official there on the baseline to not award the semantics of Dillon Brooks. Remember, no challenges left for Phoenix, and it is Miami ball up 3 with 11 seconds to go. Miami If they don't turn it over here, we'll have a chance to close this one out at the charity stripe. Heat called timeout to advance the ball, or are they reviewing this? Oh, they're actually going to review this play. I think Miami might have called a timeout anyway, but the Heat are going to potentially get free throws and the ball if they deem this a hostile act. I actually think the foul might have been called on up top. Apparently, I think Dillon Brooks might have smacked Wiggins in the face as he contested that shot. Dirty-ass Dillon Brooks. This would be a big win for Miami to snap a 3-game losing streak prior to the games against Boston and Oklahoma City on Thursday and Saturday. Heat need this one. Let's watch the replay here. Oh my God. I don't know if it's a hostile act, but Dillon Brooks, after releasing the shot, literally just grabs Andrew Wiggins' face and pulls him down. That's unbelievable. I thought it might have been down low. It was ultimately up top. Why would he pull him down? Try to exaggerate a foul? I suppose he had a timeout and a challenge available, so they would have been able to challenge this if they called it on Miami. I don't think it's a hostile act. I think it'll just be a common foul, giving it ball back to the Heat, but we'll see. We'll see what they whistle after the review. They're still looking at it. I almost forgot that the Suns had Kaman Malawach sitting on the bench. Haven't seen him today. I guess he hasn't played that much this year. Still waiting to see what they whistle. Still reviewing it. No call has been made. Still on the headset. I mean, how long could this take? All right, headset coming off. We finally are going to have a call. Wow, this one all but over. They upgrade that foul to a flagrant 1 on Dillon Brooks, pulling Andrew Wiggins down, which means Miami and Andrew Wiggins will get 2 free throws and the ball. So he, with these 2 Wiggins free throws, will go up by 5, potentially 123-118. Inbound it, go to the line again, potentially make it a 3-score game, and say good night to Phoenix and end this 3-game losing streak. But Wiggins has got to make the free throws here originally. Obviously, any free throw would be huge to put Miami up 2 scores. Wiggins has had a rough game offensively, but makes that first free throw there, and Miami now leads by 4. The all-important first free throw goes to put the Heat up 5 and make it a 123-118 game. With 11 seconds to go, it goes. So the Heat up 5, and with an inbound and 2 more free throws, we'll call this one over and improve their record to 121, improve the record to 21-19. Jaquez having a hard time getting in, finds Herro now, and Herro is fouled by Ryan Dunn. Wow. Jaquez took that all the way down to the buzzer in their 5 seconds. They are allowed to inbound it. But Herro, a really good free throw shooter. I would argue the best on the team. Either him and Norman Powell. Has 2 free throws here to put Miami up 7. Dillon Brooks was ejected from this game. Herro's free throw goes. Up 6, makes it 7 in a 3-score game with this free throw. Herro puts it in. Timeout Phoenix. All trivial at this point, as the Heat lead by 7 with 10 seconds to go. Super chat coming in from my guy, the Rant Topics. Oh, this one is the old one. He's got one more coming in here in a second. Shout out to you, my friend. Bam, man. Good to see him breaking out in this fourth quarter, as you alluded to here in the Super Chat. Still waiting for it to come through the software. But I see you in the chat saying, glad Bam breaking out of that slump. Let's go Heat. W's. Hell yeah, man. I mean, over the last 7 games, Bam averaging 11 points, shooting 37% from the field. Horrible. Tonight, 29 points, 11 of 15 from the field, 4 of 6 from 3, 9 rebounds. He had at one point 13 straight points for the Heat and had a massive stretch there as Miami trailed by 6 to get Miami from down 6 to up 2. Big performance from Adebayo tonight as we round out this game and good stream here. It feels like we've had bad luck on the channel going live for games that Miami always loses. Hopefully that streak ends tonight. Royce O'Neale gets it into Grayson Allen. Allen step back 3. It goes in with 6 seconds to go. They're going to review it, though. Of course they are. I mean, this game is taking forever to end. Quick review here. I don't know if he stepped out of bounds or if it was a 2. And this game just seems to never want to end. But right now, as it stands, a 4-point game with 6 seconds to go. Someone says it's not over yet. I mean, it's over. I mean, if you're the Heat, even if this is a 3, if you just throw it into your if you just throw it to the Suns' basket and they pick it up, by the time they get the ball, go all the way down the floor and shoot a 3, even if they made it, it'd be like 1 second left, and then you could just do the same thing again. And by the time they picked it up on that end and tried to get up a shot, they wouldn't get one over. So I do think mathematically it is over. But we'll see until the clock goes 0. Heat blew a 20-point game or lead in this game, went down by 6 in the fourth quarter, but battled back behind Bam and Norman Powell to go in front. The Heat inbound it to Wiggins. They'll foul Wiggins with 4.8 to go. That's going to do it. Suns came in this one, winners of 4 straight in a 24-15 record. It's a good win for Miami, even though it's at home. Suns, even though all that changed in the offseason, trading away Kevin Durant, getting rid of Bradley Beal, they've been good this year as Wiggins makes the first free throw. Booker's had an excellent all-star caliber season. Dillon Brooks has been really good for them. Mark Williams has been a solid addition. Trade for him from Charlotte at day of the NBA draft. So, good win. Doesn't make me think anything different of this team. Like, I'm not changing my thought process on this team from 12 hours ago to now, but it's a good win. Suns just going to dribble this one out. That does it. Miami wins. Bounce back W for the Heat after losing 3 straight. 127, 121. Spam those W's. Spam those W's. Heat end the 3-game losing streak. Thank goodness. When the Heat win, you win. 50% off Papa John's tomorrow. Enter code HEATWIN. Hell yeah. Next game on the schedule for Miami is Thursday. Home game against the Boston Celtics. We'll be live for that game. Celtics lost on Sunday to the Pacers. Pacers, back-to-back wins on Saturday and Sunday against us and Boston. Pacers playing better basketball. Even think about that. Nick Richards got a DNP tonight. I mean, the Heat don't play Kel'el Ware enough to begin with, but if the Heat needed a third center, I really like Nick Richards as an option. Appreciate it, Doc. Any compliments are greatly appreciated. But good to see the Heat get a win tonight. As Mr. Gio comes in with a $5 super chat. Appreciate you. We'll cycle through some end-of-the-game stats here in a second and then get out of here. But wanted to showcase that super chat from you. Shout out to you in the rant today, coming in with some big-time contributions to the channel. Miami led in this game by their captain, Bam Adebayo, finally breaking out of his offensive slump. 29 points, 9 boards, shot extremely efficient from the field, had 13 straight points for Miami in the fourth quarter, had a ultra impact on this one, both offensively and defensively from the jump. Love to see that from him, but how can you not give a major shout out to Norman Powell, who absolutely should be an all-star for Miami this year. 27 points. Got off to a real rugged start. 1 of 5 from the field in this game, especially in that first quarter. And then from that point on, shot 9 of 13, including 5 straight points for Miami to go from tied at 116 to up 121-118, which is then Miami allowed them to get a stop defensively and free throws to win this one. Big-time fourth quarter performances from Norman Powell and Bam Adebayo tonight. Tyler Herro, the raw box score, will be kind in terms of points, 23, but wasn't efficient tonight, 8 of 18, struggled with his three-point shot, was a absolute liability defensively, and had 4 turnovers. Like, I don't want to bash the kid, and I love Tyler. Like, listen, I don't think many people know this. Like, I love Tyler Herro. Like, I defended Herro, and I didn't want to trade him. I was one of those people that didn't want to trade him between 2019 and 2021. I just didn't want to do it. I wanted to see what he could grow into for Miami. I was a big fan of his ever since he played for Kentucky. But I think it's just clear that if the Heat want to progress forward and win a championship within the next 3 to 5 years, I think the best pathway forward is moving on from Herro because of his defensive inabilities, the inability to stay on the floor. Like, I just think that should be the case, especially with him being contract extension eligible this offseason. But Davion Mitchell, another player that we got to talk about here, 9.6 assists, left this game in the third quarter with a shoulder injury and did not return. So clearly something to monitor there. We'll see if there's a update on Davion Mitchell tomorrow from Miami or even later tonight. Andrew Wiggins had a key play defensively late in the fourth quarter defending Dillon Brooks, but he really struggled tonight. Had an unbelievable offensive outburst on Sunday against the Thunder. Had 7 threes, 20-plus points. Today, couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. Real brutal day for Andrew Wiggins offensively, but made some key stops and rebounds late in the fourth quarter. Kel'el Ware with a couple good plays in this one. Not the craziest game for him, but had a big three in the fourth quarter to put Miami up by 3. He was fine tonight. He kept their rotation short today. I mean, no doubt about that. The Heat only played 10 players, only played Nikola Jovic 6 minutes, Dru Smith 9 minutes. So if you want to look at people that played double-digit minutes tonight, only 8 guys. I don't know if that's the Heat shortening the rotation to try to get wins. I don't know if it is the lack of trust in others, like Jakucionis, Fontecchio, and Keshad Johnson. But Eric Spoelstra certainly shortened his rotation tonight. I don't think anybody's going to look at me and say that that isn't the case. I mean, Powell 32 minutes, Herro 39 minutes, played him the most tonight. Norman Powell's a plus 12 today. How about this? Dru Smith at 9 minutes was a minus 19. I don't know how that's possible, but he was. It's because he was in there for that 15-0 Suns run in the third quarter. That lineup, it was Dru Smith, Larsson, Jaquez, Herro, and Ware. Those 5 almost cost Miami this game. Mr. Gio, Herro can score, but he almost cost the game. Yeah, his defensive mishaps and his turnovers, it really did almost cost Miami. But they were able to hold on and win. All right, I'll do it for tonight's stream. Appreciate everybody for hanging out with us here on today's show. Really good stream today. Good to be back here after a week off. 16,000 people tuned in. Shout out to Mr. Gio. Shout out to the Rant guy. We'll be back on Thursday for a Heat and Celtics watch party. We'll have a video out tomorrow on the latest surrounding Miami and John Morant, so stay tuned for that. Have a good night, Heat fans. Peace out. See you tomorrow. Go Heat.